restream too on your end, or you mean from OBS?
Phil probably.
Okay, so do we get linked into that on OBS Studio? We have to open OBS Studio. So you're live right now?
Well, if we can't all be on there, we should just reschedule for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna be sitting here. Oh wait, oh, they can.
I'm going to see what it looks like on
yeah.
Phil's side.
Yeah, I can't see any comments or anything. Are you not aggravated? Restream.
Feel for real, Tony Denaro, Massalorian live. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I see it. Look at that, Phil. All right. Well, maybe yours will work. I'm going to tell the folks in my chat to go to. One second.
How about now, Scavenger? How about now, Scavenger? Can you hear me now? Tony, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Everybody hears me now. Perfect.
All right, so we're on your restream and your OBS. Is that how it's working?
Yep, I'm rolling, baby.
All right. Well, we won't be able to do all the screen shares I had set up, but we can still chat.
Yep, it's all good.
How you been, Phil? And Massalorian, what the hell's going on with your phone, man? I've been trying to call you for days.
I know, playing phone tag. Actually, no, not even phone tag, but you just said you didn't get my message from me today. When Phil called me, I'm like, oh, you guys go live 15 minutes to talk about. Text him early, see me going live. Now, and unfortunately, I can't see the chat. So just so you guys know, I cannot see anything in the chat.
You have to go to Massalorian and pull up Phil's channel on YouTube.
And then mute me. And then mute me. You're gonna hear. Burp, 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 burp.
Can you guys?
Oh, and then mute you. Oh,
now they're saying they can't.
Hold on.
It's looking like mine froze.
Can
up.
you guys hear them now? I turned up the volume like super, super high now. You guys should be able to hear them now.
maybe that's what it was.
Phil, we only hear you, not Mass or Tony. Well, I turned up the.
I'm frozen.
I'm pretty sure you guys can hear them now.
On your channel.
Yeah, mine says upcoming now.
I'm watching on your channel.
Okay, now they can hear it. Now they can hear everybody on my channel now. I had the desktop audio a little low, but we're good now. All right, let's talk, guys. Right. What are we talking about? Shorts never covered. So what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about the stock market running up unexpectedly today. We're going to talk about Gary Gensler and the SEC regulations. I'm sure Massalorian has a couple things he wants to talk about. But Phil, I want to talk about the movie that you made with your kids.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well,
Halloween?
Yes. Halloween. Like, let me tell you.
That was an excellent job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I do a little editing here or there,
Agreed.
you know.
Coming from someone in the industry.
Yes. Like I mentioned, I'm not, not only into music, but I'm also into filmmaking. I love horror movies of all kinds. I grew up with all the OG horror movies. I'm talking Evil Dead and I'm not talking popular ones. I'm talking Reanimator to Army of Darkness to, you name it, man. Human Centipede, like
Listen,
all
old
of the
school.
good shit. Okay.
The Fly.
The Fly, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, come on, man. All the OG, Alien. I was a kid watching all of these, and it just inspired me to, like, you know, want to make my own. But I never, you know, it's kind of like that rocket fuel, right? You need that rocket fuel to push you to start making it. That rocket fuel for me to, like, really start making my own movies was when I saw Jordan Peele's Get Out. I was like, wait a minute. I want to start making something right now. Like, right now, because I like his concept. I like how he was, you know, trying to wake everybody up, because they're, you know, at the time, everybody's, like, choosing sides. And he's like, hey, that side you're choosing, they probably might not be what you think they are. I think it was political, too. So I think it was dope. I liked it. And so
it was a good concept.
Yep.
I did about a 60 or 90-second movie on my channel when I very first started 6-9 months ago. And everybody, since I was relatively new, everyone was like, I thought this was a finance channel. What the fuck is this shit? I was like, well,
going on?
maybe I'll wait till people know me a little more and know that I enjoy filmmaking before I put some creative stuff on there, because it did not go over very well in the beginning.
So Tony, you're not a paid actor. Is that what we can assume
well,
from that statement?
I have done acting. I've told you, and I have talked about this, Massalorian,
We have.
that I'm on IMDb and that I've done movies. Never gotten paid, which is why I stopped doing it. But yeah, for some reason, some people think this is some big secret that I enjoy acting and making movies. If you want to see them, I do have an OnlyFans page. That is a joke. That is a joke, guys. But yeah, I've got all the setup. I've never actually directed a movie. I've just been either a star, a co-star, or a bit actor. And one movie that I was in was shown at a film festival here in Texas.
Nice.
I played a cop.
Nice.
Yes, that's what you said. I remember you said. You said that specifically. I remember.
My
now.
friend was the comptroller of that movie theater, and she's like, she didn't really know that I was doing movies. She's like, what the fuck? I just saw you in a movie.
In a movie.
She texted me.
There you go.
So when you were filming this movie, because see, I've been through the production process, like a professional production process.
Yeah.
How long was your script? And how long did it take you to make the film, or at least do your part?
Most of the shoots were about a week, and the scripts were, dozens of pages.
Yeah.
I would try and memorize my dialogue the day before because it's just too much to memorize all of it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the other reason that I stopped doing it, when being in the industry, Phil, when you're starting out, when you're doing a bunch of this free work and you're dealing with directors that don't have real budgets, they don't always deliver the end product. So I was investing all my time for free, hoping to build up a portfolio to go get an agent, and they never fucking delivered the material. So like half the shit I worked on either ended up looking like crap, or they never even finished the project. And so I gave them all my time unpaid and got nothing for my reel.
Yeah, hoping for some B-roll, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's really what you need. No agent's going to talk to you if you don't have a reel with some demos of your work. So I never got a reel, and I just, it's something that I would do again at some point. But right now I have other things going on in life. You
didn't get a reel, but you got a feel for reel. It's almost.
I do have a feel for reel. Yeah. But Phil, I did want to say you did a fine job on that, and your kids did really good. Are you not worried about your kids being stalked? I know Eight Father had some issues with psycho stalkers, and a few other people have. Apparently, I've got a couple psycho stalkers now too.
I'm not worried about it at all. I understand that there are crazy people out there. However, some people put themselves in the positions to be, I don't know. I don't think I'm in that position to be followed or I don't. Who wants to follow me, bro? Come on. But
you did have some people harassing you there for a while. I remember.
Yeah, I remember
6
that.
months
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. It was the trolls and all of that, and it got to me at one point. But I don't think it was just strictly like internet stuff. It wasn't really like serious. But hey, I'm the way I look at life. Each day is a day I try to make improvement on the next day, because you only got one, man. You only got one life, man. So if I want to, or if Tony want to be in a movie, or if Massalorian want to be in a movie, or anybody want to, live their life, I say let them, man. You only got one.
Part of enjoying life is finding things that you enjoy, and creativity is one of the best expressions of that. So.
Yes, listen, I have so much in me that I want to just express, like, funny concepts, to horror concepts, stuff like that, because I always admired that. And it just seems like my type of thing to get into. And I'm going to stay in that lane. I'm going to keep making little small films with my kids. I do it all the time. I got an entire LLC, my own filming company. I have a filming company, and I basically just make short horror films with my kids. My kids love horror movies. So not the Terrifier 2 and Pearl stuff. I don't let them see that. I do let them see like Pennywise and maybe some Chucky, maybe.
Well, now that I know that you're into this stuff too, I think I talked to Massalorian about this about a month ago, about doing just for fun a movie with all of us in it. Yep. And so I'm thinking about doing a parody of The Office. With Steve Carell.
Yep, Steve Carell. Yep.
We're going to call it the Family Office hedge fund shit. So we're gonna take a script and twist it into our world. And
that would be good.
We're gonna do it where because most of the camera shots are focused on the actor making funny faces. Like, did he just say that? We don't need to even be together. You just need to. I send you the script and you film your shots, and then one of us edits it.
There was a film done like this. I think it's called Host, where they most of the visual effect professionals, they came together, made a film, all on Zoom, by the way, made like, I don't know, 5 million box office, bro. It was incredible. Literally
so
the
they
cheapest
shot
movie
nothing
ever
on
made.
location? Nothing was shot on location?
It was shot all in their house. Everybody, literally, I'm talking about everybody that was doing this film. They were special effects professionals. This is what they do. But during 2020 in the pandemic, everybody's home, so they're like, how are we going to make a movie? And it's like the pandemic. Oh, we could do Zoom calls and make it seem like demons are killing us or something. And so that's what they did.
Oh, Phil, I think I remember this story. And they were the top movie of the week at the box office because they were the only movie that came out. I remember this story.
Yep.
That's right. Yes, I remember this. Yep.
And it gets you into an understanding of budgeting, especially in film. So let's just say, example, many people look at the movie Paranormal Activity, right? You see that film and you're like, man, they must have spent millions of dollars. Lo and behold, they spent literally only like $15K on the camera. Everything else was free.
Same with Blair Witch.
Blair Witch was like 90,000 only.
Yeah, and they made almost 100 million.
Yep. And they made literally a bunch of money off of that.
Maybe if our concept is good, we can sell it down the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The family office.
The family office. So like, since we're a family office, like, do we have to? I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to disclose who we are since Phase 6 is in effect. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna find a good script from one of the episodes that we can twist around if I can make it funny.
I bet there's a bunch you could pick from. I bet there's one that you could just insert here, make it our world, and it will work. There's probably a lot of the sketches that would work, I bet.
Tindy time in the house. I saw your new vehicle, buddy. Looks sharp as fuck.
Congratulations, Tindy.
What did you get?
Tell us what you got, Tindy. I don't want to say it incorrectly. I know it was a Kia,
Nice.
an older model Kia, which I knew you'd buy something practical.
Yep.
Nice, buddy.
So
for you.
let us know in the chat, or go watch his video because he gives you a 60-second view of the vehicle. So
And that's what I like to see right there.
now that we got the psycho stalker stuff out of the way, and the fact that yes, I'm in IMDb, and I've done movies. We've talked about this on my channel many times in lives with Massalorian. So I know not everybody watches my channel, so I forgive you. But
I watch you,
let's
Tony.
talk, huh?
I watch you.
Yeah, but not everybody does. Not apparently the crazy people. It's easier just to make up your own theories in your head than actually watch somebody and learn something about them, or call them because you have their phone number and ask them the question.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
These guys have my phone number.
in the room.
Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about some stonks.
Stonks.
I woke up today, saw that CPI number, and I was like, and our Discord is like, well, guess we may as well go back to bed. This is going to be another shitty day after yesterday. And I was fully prepared to sit down today and make the market crash incoming video. And then lo and behold, out of nowhere, things start running up. Massalorian, what do you think? What the hell happened today?
That's a very good question. We've seen the complete opposite every other time we've got CPI data released. So what was so different today? I could not tell you. Honestly, honestly, there really is no rhyme or reason to any of this. It has nothing to do. I saw some speculation out there about what's going on. I don't believe it has anything to do with. I saw people saying that last night maybe there was a message sent to some of the hedge funds out there that I saw something about the timing of Gary Gensler and the Stewart interview. And I guess there was an article saying that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the article said he was going after Citadel and Ken Griffin, but I haven't been able to find that article.
I got the article.
What it says is Gary Gensler's got a slate of regulation changes that he wants to propose, which Wall Street is probably going to sue him over. So there's one headline that is what apes want to hear, like a very slanted headline. And then there's the reality headline, which is still good for us. But the reality is these are regulations which have not been disclosed yet, which he's going to propose, which he's already getting pushback from Congress. Surprise. And he's thinking he's probably going to get sued on them. So I posted about it today, and I posted a link on Twitter. And I said, I'll remain hopeful, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, because he's going to have a battle ahead of him.
How dare you remove my towel? You know I'm naked.
and they're already, according to him, underfunded and behind. So
now many people are skeptical about what he's doing. Oh yeah, he's just gonna slap another $5 fine, and I'm like, well, you never know. We don't know what Jon Stewart, what power he has over everybody, because apparently when Jon Stewart gets mad, everybody lets him curse and lets it ride on TV. And it's like, yeah, we feel you, bro. Preach, brother. Where's the collection plate when Jon Stewart speaks? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think is going to happen?
I wish I'd
I think I
asked him
still
why.
have some people in my chat. Let me tell them one more time to go to Phil's channel.
Hey, Jennifer, what's happening?
I watched Jim Cramer today at the end of the day with his thoughts and about what was going on with today's market. And he's like, because we're running out of sellers, and you guys are all still buying. So the bears are getting wrecked today, and maybe this is the beginning of the end. I'm like, this all smells like a setup to me.
Big time.
So I'm not making any.
That keeps playing over in my head.
I'm not making any big changes.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I get what Gary Gensler is doing. But I just really wish he could just slide on over to CNBC and have a discussion with some of them over there. I don't know, because it just seems super suspect how they just able to just talk the way they talk and just get away with it. Post the stuff they post and just get away with it. Like, I literally heard Gasparino say, "Hold on, let me get this hit real quick." I'm like, "What? What hit? A hit on AMC?
Hit real quick.
Wow, interesting. Tell me more."
Give me a hit at AMC. Hit me. Can we talk about how many times in that interview last night that the words frustration and frustrated? I think I counted 5 or 6.
Are you talking about the interview?
mentioned Congress 4 times.
Gary
Sorry,
Gensler and Jon Stewart. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Tell me about it.
Oh, no? It was a lot of word salad. He was basically taking the questions and rephrasing them and answering different questions, in my opinion. That's the best way to sum it up in 3 sentences. Damn it. There's a lot of word salad. He sounded like AOC on steroids, trying to work his way around. They were bringing questions right from Reddit, and Stewart asked him, I want to see, 1, 2, maybe 4 or 5 different questions. I wrote some of them down here, but every time that he got into it with Gensler came back to remember that these laws, the laws that are in place are made by Congress. The SEC can only enforce them civilly, and the DOJ enforces them criminally. Sometimes they work together. Most of the time, it's against little insignificant people and players in the market, not the big banks. And Stewart was clear about that with Gensler saying, people see what's going on. They're waking up to what's going on. And, he said everything with a smile and saying how they're underfunded and everything. I just don't want to hear about the underfunding again. And he mentioned about the PSA he did about retail investors spending
What
that
did he
money.
say?
He said, well, do you think it's right that you go ahead and spend $500,000 to make a PSA to tell retail investors that the market is always a gamble and that they're causing some problems here, when you could have put that towards maybe dark pools or looking into FTDs or eliminating payment for order flow? He said, last time you were here, we talked about PFOF, and you said it was a bad practice and that it should be gotten rid of. And here we are 9 months later, and nothing's changed. So he did put the screws to him a little bit. I'll have to give Jon Stewart a little bit of credit for that. It was definitely a little more balanced than last time.
I saw the preview, and it just feels like Gensler is making excuses. Like, we don't have enough resources.
Yes.
We're scared of getting sued.
Yes.
We'll fucking ask for some more resources, and we can find resources to send everywhere else in the world, but we can't protect retail investors.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm tired of hearing that excuse.
Yes. That was all I heard. I listened to maybe 10 minutes of it, and I just got tired of the dance, bro. It wasn't the same like that first interview. First interview, I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to I'm gonna probably go back and listen to it, but this guy just kept dancing for me. You don't understand. You don't understand. See how this works? No, stop always talking about the process. Like, it just makes no sense. I don't know. I see why everybody's saying he's complicit or whatever, but I can't trust the guy no more. Sorry. So, I
would love, Jennifer says Tony should interview Gary Gensler. I would love to hold his feet to the fire. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I won't curse. I'll be nice, Gary. But I'm not pulling any punches.
Exactly, because he's going to try to flip it on you like, well, let me break this down, Tony, because, see, they're all – those short sellers, they also have rights. Oh, so what is right about using synthetic shares to make sure that a company goes bankrupt? What is right about that? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let nature take its course?
Why have we systematically enabled and allowed failures to deliver? Like, why is that even a thing? Other countries can do it without failures to deliver.
Exactly.
You should not be able to fucking sell something that you know you don't have. That's ridiculous.
Why are market makers allowed to route all of these retail orders through dark
Boom.
pools? Why
Exactly.
is that something?
That is where my pitchfork is. Not on now, mind you. Yeah, my mind or my concern may go to a CEO, but my pitchfork ain't on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like everybody's talking about putting a pitchfork on them. Why don't you? I don't know. I've made plenty of videos. I've explained, because there are average Joes this is their first trade. This is their first time getting into the market. So they're like not understanding, what maybe Tony knows. Tony has tons of years of experience. So he knows a lot of the jargon that's being put out there. But the average Joe, right? This is kind of like what I kind of do. I like to kind of, hear guys like Tony and Mass and Bigums and everybody else, and then just kind of put everything in one little, average Joe, average Jane type of understanding, if you will, and you guys are doing great, by the way. But a lot of people out there really haven't listened. They've been out there not listening and not taking notes.
I was talking with Scarlett about this the other day. Everybody's fucking asleep at the wheel.
Yep.
Or maybe I was talking in the Discord. Like, people want to watch the Kardashians and go out to the club, and they don't want to care about regulation. They don't want to care about the Fed printing money, running our economy into a recession. Oh, someone on the government, on the news told me it's going to be okay. It's just transitory. You're not going to catch this if you wear a mask. All these fucking lies, and people just don't care. Everybody needs to wake the hell up.
Yeah.
And we need to talk to family and friends to get them informed. And you're still 9 out of 10 are not gonna care. It's just nobody wants to be bothered to take any action, to make your voice heard. And do you know where the most powerful place you can make your voice heard? At the voting booth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Talk to your candidates. Ask them the hard questions. Vote all these fuckers out that have systematically enabled crime to happen under their watch.
And look at both sides, because a lot of people do choose sides. So it's like, listen, I'll vote for anybody that's going to do their job. I don't care what side they're on. They're going to do their job. Sure, you can get it.
Yeah, look, if I can use any bathroom I want, I don't care about financial crime.
There you go.
I don't care about inflation. I can go in the girls' bathroom. I can go in the men's bathroom. They took the signs off the door. It's just called unisex. I'm just picking on it. I could come up with a dozen different examples of what matters to people instead of what should matter. And that's what they're going in. They're going in the voting booth on irrelevant things that don't affect their lives, and then they want to complain 2 years later when gas costs $6 a gallon, and steaks $12 a pound.
I'm telling you, man,
they're about to lose their jobs, and their houses are going to lose value, and their portfolios down 50%.
I call it the corporate bubble.
That one social issue, they got that, so it's all good.
The media has a lot of power because the TV is in everyone's house. They don't feel like, doing some, reading. People don't want to read no more. They want it to be read to them. Like, if you don't read, come on. You got to read some of this stuff that's out here. That way, if Tony mentions a new regulation, you could understand it. Or if Mass mentions something. Yes.
Can you make Mass and I a mod, because we have some racist comments going on?
Oh,
and I want to get these people out of here.
Say less. Do your thing.
Well, we'll help you keep up.
Do your thing. I'm gonna do what I do. You guys handle.
This guy. I saw this guy got booted out of another chat earlier. He's about to get booted out of this one too.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm gonna.
There's just no place. There's no place for that, guys. No place for that.
I don't see it, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna make you mod. Give me a second here.
I don't even know if he can make me a mod if I don't have the chat pulled up, because I'm in Restream right now, so I can't even see the chat.
Well, pull up Phil's channel and pull up the video, and you can see the chat.
I know. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose you guys though.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm nervous of. I don't want to screw this up. We're finally on. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with Restream.
Phil, all you got to do is right click on my name in the chat and give me a wrench. You don't need to go to anything separate.
Continue on, fellas. I'm sorry. I'm still over here busy. Had to make a different window here.
Soren, you got to figure out you got to figure out a different way to get your facts across without being discriminatory. Racial, religious, whatever. It's just, I don't think any of us have tolerance for that. Talk about religion or race. Wrong channel.
I don't know what was said, but I'm gonna definitely trust you guys. Give me a second here.
Did you see down in the Bronx? Did you see down the Bronx that AOC held a town hall and one of the guys in the audience started yelling at her, saying, "Why is she funding the Ukraine war? You know, you came in to oppose and be progressive and make changes in Washington, and you've just become part of the establishment." It's the funniest thing. And
hey, Adrian,
like,
well,
talk about later.
What the hell?
Adrian or Prometheus, get that guy Soren out of here while Phil's figuring out. I didn't know you guys were in the chat.
What's his name? Saran.
Soran.
I see him, yeah. Oh, hey, Saran. Hey, you mind if I wrap your face in Saran?
Hey,
motherfucker?
Saran's about to get wrapped.
Wrench ahead.
All right, shit. Oh, I'm pretty sure either Prometheus or Adrian already handled him. Because I can't find you guys. Where are you guys at? This thing is slow. All right, do your thing, guys. I'm sorry.
They might have already taken him off, though. It's possible.
I'm going to, Phil, I'm going to make a comment so you can just right click.
Yeah, give me that at least.
Let's put hi, Jesus. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Jesus.
Hi,
Jesus.
Because I was reading another
Talking
comment.
Talking to you tonight, Lord.
Jesus was a Jew. Do you have a problem with Jesus?
Oh, man. Hey, by the way, when you get to watch the interview, the last thing they talk about before Gary Gensler goes is Jon Stewart asked him about the Fed and Jay Powell and what he thinks about the Fed with like a switch of a button like they do at the Fed. What does he think about that and how it's affecting the economy right now? And Gensler had an interesting take.
Well, tell us. I didn't see the whole thing yet.
So Jon Stewart said to him, he said, what, I just want to ask you, not so much as the SEC commissioner, but just in general, what do you think about the Federal Reserve being able to turn off and on the economy almost, with a switch of a button? What do you think about that? And then being allowed to do that to coincide with certain entities making money and others having to suffer the consequences of what happens when they print too much money and inflation goes up, where you have to lay people off, you have to raise interest rates. And Gensler said, he wasn't going to attack Jerome Powell or anything like that, but he does think there could be some changes made as far as the Federal Reserve and the role that they play in the United States finance, which I thought at least he didn't BS about that. But, the more I sit here and think about it, the more I start to blame the Fed for a lot of what's going on right now. Like, yeah, the banks too, but really the Fed is feeding the banks this hysteria and all of this printed money. The Fed was giving that up freely. I mean, they were giving that ass up.
But it started with Congress, right? I don't want to blame I don't want to blame a president. I want to blame everybody in Congress that approved the printing of money, and globally, everyone shut down the supply chain. Those are the two things that got us here. The Fed had to react to those dynamics by printing money, or we would have been in a recession then. So it was a handshake. Both were to blame, but Congress started it. And I know, you know, what other choice do we have? You know, now I'm reading Pfizer testimony in Europe that they didn't even test
On
the
humans.
vaccine to see if it would stop transmissibility.
Didn't even do it. Nope.
So,
nope.
I mean,
Didn't even
Just get the
apparently
shot.
Apparently we were lied to. Surprise,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
Getting old quick. It's getting old
and now,
quick.
you know, now here we are with a market that's going to be shit for another year, more than likely, with these down runs and then these fake pumps like today. I was looking at RSI on many different stocks over the past couple of days and saying in the Discord, this surely cannot last too much longer. I mean, we're so oversold on everything. And I know everybody was saying, I'm going to start buying puts. Massalorian, what have I told you 100 times?
Don't buy puts.
No, not don't buy puts, but at the moment everybody starts buying them, that's when you're going to get
when
a
it will turn
bounce.
around.
Because it's
Yeah.
a fucking setup.
That's what had me thinking earlier when you just said it earlier. I said that's been pumping in the back of my mind.
It's been
that
in
word
my
setup
mind.
has
It's been
Just-
in
just
my
going-
mind, like I gotta buy puts on the SPY. Like this is horrible. We're going down
It's a new-
20%, and then as
Yeah,
sure as the day I'm ready to hit the button, we fucking run up.
Yeah.
It's
I'm getting
almost-
that feeling too.
It's almost so predictable, it's sick. And then you know, tomorrow or Monday we're gonna go right back down, like this little run up didn't even happen.
Yeah, eliminated in less than 24 hours. Yep.
It's liquidity extraction from retail, basically.
Yeah, that's how I look at it right now. Honestly, that's exactly how I look at it. They were able to suck all that money that they printed, got back into the hands of Wall Street somehow. Miraculous how that happened. All of our portfolios are down 40, 50, 60%. But that money went somewhere, right? Because we paid for those stocks when they were up at those highs, and we haven't even sniffed coming back to those levels yet. Matter of fact, we've been doing the complete opposite. So to me, this feels like a complete setup. The more that I sit here and think about it, the more this feels like one of the biggest cash grabs ever. Because it was the market was so over leveraged.
Yep.
I'm going to continue with my same plan, which is, you know, I've identified a handful of stocks that I'm buying, that I have price targets on dips. Some of the big ones that we've talked about, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Costco. I still have a little bit lower price targets, although they're getting at the point where I might start dabbling, you know, because everyone says, well, why are you buying if you think the market's going to keep going down? Because none of us are going to time the bottom perfectly.
Perfect.
It's okay. It's okay to grab a little if you've got a 5-year outlook on a company. You don't have to get the exact bottom. You know, maybe you will if you've got a plan of buying, you know, as it goes down, add a little bit more every week. But in 5 years, you know, it's not going to matter if we got it at 410 or 390. You know, whatever stock you're buying, it's not going to matter because things are going to be back to the way that they were, unless someone starts dropping nukes, in which case all bets are off.
All bets are off. Right. That's one of the biggest things, again, that I keep thinking about. I mean, just the way the rhetoric and the way they're talking about Joe Biden using the word. Listen, if Donald Trump, God forbid, had ever used the word nuclear Armageddon, the media would be losing their minds right now. They would be going berserk. And
We told
this
you
guy
Trump was going to get us in a global war.
Really, we're the whole world is on the brink right now, precipice of going nuclear, and it only took this guy 15 months to get us.
Everybody's fine with it. He's doing
I
his
know.
best. He
Yeah,
spent
totally
$1
can
billion trillion. He spent $1 billion trillion, $1 billion million on on climate change stuff. Though, did you see that clip?
Yes. Yeah. 1 billion, million, billion, trillion.
1 billion, million, 1 million, billion, trillion.
Well, I got
five
two
million.
idea what
words
the
for
number
you,
is.
fellas. I got two
Yeah.
words for you. Made in American.
That's a lot of money.
Made in
Made
American.
in America. Oh.
He said made in American. That's what
Did
I
he say
heard.
American?
He said made in American.
That's worse than I
He's
thought.
like, I'm going to give you
got
two
two words
words.
for you.
Number of
Phil.
words.
I was like, what?
Phil, I got two words for you. Did the shorts cover?
Nope.
2 words. Did the shorts cover?
Did the shorts cover? 2 words. Hilarious, man. I love you guys. I almost brought out the songs.
Oh, man.
You know, a lot of people that get on my live stream love my songs. I'm good. I'm all right.
You got any new songs coming out?
Yeah, I've been working on. I've been busy, like, you know, working because, you know, the shorts ain't covered, and I'm not one of those tubers that quit their jobs just to profit off YouTube. You know, I like to get my bag and buy more tendies or buy more whenever I can, or buy whatever I can. But yeah, I've been working on.
Wait a minute. Are you accusing me and Massalorian of being people who quit our jobs to work YouTube?
Unfortunately, Tony.
Unfortunately,
Because, you know, this couple $100 a month,
nuts.
we're just rolling in it, Phil, with these couple hundred bones that we're bringing in.
Well, let me just say, I do have some concepts I've thought about. I just know that they're not finished. I wanted what I wanted to do, because I feel like, you know, a lot of us that are in this play, you know, we want to keep this thing nice and clean, right? We don't want no drama. We don't want no any of that. We want, like, optimism, right? So what I decided to do was,
We want people pulling in the same direction. We all know.
yeah,
where the
pointing in the
finish
same
line is.
direction. Like, if you're off course,
We don't need to punch each other on the race.
thank you. That's what I'm saying.
On the
I
race
don't
to
want
the finish line, there's no need to punch each other.
like, when an outsider comes and comments on our play, we're supposed to be on them like ants. Okay? And now it's like, well, the queen ant isn't gonna do this, and we need to just figure out who this queen ant is. Listen, like, so what I try to do is I try to make songs for everybody, like actual dedicated songs, like showing homage, respect to everyone that's doing something. So yes, Mass, I'm sorry, I have to include you in this, Mass. I'm sorry. There's no way to avoid this,
I
Mass.
hope when you make my song, when you make my song, can you talk about how I started out in Hollywood and somehow ended up in YouTube? Maybe like a Beverly Hillbillies type story.
Oh, well, I
actor.
got the perfect beat for that, but, you know, I don't want to
Crisis
make the
actor.
computer freeze because I got everything going and crazy right now. But trust me, Tony, I made your record already. They
you
call him
think you
Tony
already
Denaro. They call him Tony Denaro. Wait a minute now. They call him Tony Denaro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. I got a little something. Trust me. You know, I got it.
All right.
I
trust
got
you.
it.
I trust you.
And it's Texas style, by the way.
Yeehaw.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
a bad boy.
By the way, speaking of Texas, I was talking to some folks in the community chat and Discord, and coincidentally, there's going to be some people in Texas around Thanksgiving. So this is my first announcement. We're going to do a Friendsgiving for anybody who happens to be in the Austin area around Thanksgiving in this community. Whatever stock you're investing in, if you watch us and you want to get together one day during Thanksgiving and just everybody break bread and have a drink, we're going to make that happen.
That sounds fun.
And we'll still be in Nashville. Scarlett and I will be in Nashville in about 3 weeks. What is that? Like November 11th, I think we're going for 3 or 4 months. So
I was told I have to go to
yeah,
Alabama
a month.
near Thanksgiving, so I probably will be in Alabama near the
Oh, you
end.
have family in Alabama?
My aunt has a new home out there. a really big house. So we're all about to go and hang out, see what's up with her, and have a good old time. Eat some good food and hang out with some of the Bamas. You know?
Will you drive there from where you are, Phil, or would you fly?
I'm driving there. Yeah, I'm driving there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's an easy drive.
Oh yeah, super easy drive.
Yeah.
I mean, when you live in Florida and you have to drive away from hurricanes, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Right. You always be ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last hurricane. I mean, this hurricane was crazy. Okay, because the last one that came really wasn't that bad, you know. But I still went out of town. But this one, man, I probably should have went out of town. Fortunately, in my area, when I tell you we're blessed, I mean crazy blessed. We didn't get flooded. We didn't get any damage. Our power was still on. Like, this is like the only place. Everybody else is flooded. And once again, I'm going to mention this again. $12 billion out of our aid went to another country. Mm-hmm. And it should have went to us. And it's showing. Mm-hmm. Like, we're still, I know some people right now still flooded, still have no power. Like, this, why are we using this outdated transmissions? Why? You know, and it's like, I get it. You're trying to save money, but it's going to cost you more money trying to rebuild. So, yeah, $12 billion out of our hands. We could have used that. And trust me, a lot of my neighbors very upset about that. I brought it up. I bring it up every time I see them. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, 12 billion gone, right? They're like, yep. So, I don't know.
Let's talk some.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, let's talk some stocks that folks might want to ask about in the chat for just a couple minutes, and then
let's go.
Get back to the non-serious stuff, because I'm sure some people might have some stonk questions.
Vinny Chase says, "What are your thoughts
what do you guys
on
think about the
finger?"
Yep.
FNGR.
Well, I'm queuing up your question, but I want to hear Massalorian's question too.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and I don't want to take away from the chat, but what do you guys think about the 32% price slash by B. Riley on AMC? Any thoughts on that?
I didn't see that one, but I saw a double downgrade on Cinemark or Cineworld, one of those. I think it was Cinemark.
Cinemark.
They lowered their price. They lowered the price target. Get this, guys, from $25 to $9. Like, how the fuck are you telling everyone AMC's going bankrupt, but you've got a $25 target on that other company, and you just now today realized that it's having problems and you should downgrade it to $9? This is fucking crime. I'm telling you. He got embarrassed. He got embarrassed into doing a double downgrade. That is not common.
He said price targets on Cinemark from 23 to 17, IMAX from 20 to 25, and NCMI, which is National Cinemedia, from 50 cents to $1.
This is what I think made our stock go down so much yesterday, was that double downgrade.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it.
That was a sympathetic fall in all the theater stocks. So tell me about B. Riley. I saw probably a tweet about it, but I didn't read the article.
So talked about consumer demand, how it remains intact, but that in his opinion, the films are still 50%, our releases are 50% below still pre-pandemic. And there's a chart that went into showing the number of releases. And if you just look back over the last 2 quarters, we're down almost 50% from pre-pandemic numbers. On top of that, you throw in a bunch of trash movies, and of course, we're going to have a bad quarter. I know we've been prepping for that for a while now, but to make this big of a jump like this, just based off one bad quarter, when we've continually been getting better fundamentals for the last six quarterly reports, pretty much, we've been improving just a little bit. I don't know. It just, but I believe this had something to do with that price move for sure. And, right now, I mean, according to this, we're still getting AMC at a bargain price right now. So,
Last night in Discord, we had over a 1 hour live call. It was only on Discord, not on YouTube. And we went over the financials of MMTLP / NextBridge with Sufyan, the CPA, also being in the chat, helping us make sure we get everything straight. We went over that. We went over GameStop's financials, and we went over AMC's. And, no secret to anybody who's looked at the financial statements on any of these companies, they all have their own set of issues. So if you got in these plays for a short squeeze and never looked at financials, that I get it, that was one thing, but you're still in the play at this point. You need to get up to speed on the financials and understand the struggles that the company has and why they're being heavily shorted. And then things start making more sense. And then you understand what things need to be done to get the shorts out of the play. For GameStop and AMC anyways, is to fix the fundamentals. And I can talk about that in a couple minutes if people want to hear it. But like MMTLP, they're not going to fix their fundamentals. They're spinning off to NextBridge. And that company is not going to be traded on any exchange. So just I'm going to say the same thing I said 2 nights ago on MMTLP. If you got in cheap, if you can get your original money off the table. I saw it had about a 30 or 40% drop at one point this morning, which I said last night on Discord that the hammer's about to fall on MMTLP. And I woke up this morning and sure enough, it did. That doesn't mean it can't come back. You never underestimate retail investors' willingness to throw money after a bad play, right? That can drive any stock up, even one that's 0.0001 cents, like some of the other ones that are being pushed around. But if you're buying MMTLP, I wish we would have recorded the review of the financials. They're not pretty. And I've seen the videos and people justifying price targets. Go back around the 1 hour mark on my video 2 nights ago. I gave my rundown on it. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the book value is not there on that company. And you can say whatever you want about, but oil that they might find in the future, that does not translate to today's price, guys. Otherwise, nope. Hycroft would be $20 a share. The price is what it's worth. And this is a retail FOMO play right now. You don't want to be the last man bag holding. You've seen 100 of these plays in the last 2 years. Make your money, get in, get out. Do not be a bag holder.
I have a question for you guys.
Not saying it can't run again. I'm just saying I think it's going back down to $2. And then once the S1 is formally approved, you're done. You're done.
What are your thoughts, guys, on I heard some opinions on Hycroft being the rocket fuel that's needed for our short squeeze. So what are your thoughts on that, fellas?
About Hycroft.
Yeah, take it away.
Yeah, the Hycroft being rocket fuel. What are your thoughts on, its connection, if you will?
So we've talked about this on my lives. I did a video on Hycroft when AMC bought it, that I think that Hycroft was I'm going to use the word ploy, even though that sounds bad. It was a ploy to bring in retail money into a company which needed cash really bad. And they got that, right? AMC and Eric Sprott invested, and we ran the price up. But I said, wait for the price to come down to around $1 or so. And that's when I started buying it, like 3 months later after it came down. And now I think we're around 60 cents. So my next buy on Hycroft will be at 50 cents. Hycroft, I think you're probably a couple years away. At best, you should consider this a very speculative play. They've done less than 10% of their core samples. If the core samples they did were compelling, Wall Street gold experts would have already ran the price up. That you can take to the bank. It'll happen so fast that you won't even be able to hit the buy button. It'll run up when legit news comes out. What we saw a couple weeks ago was retail FOMO run up. Oh, Twitter and stock twits pumping it up. So I own Hycroft. I have some calls now for March, just in case there's another retail run up. Just a few, not a lot. But I'm looking at it. My shares, I'm counting on them as like a 3 to 5 year play. Very small position, very speculative bet. And you never know if they come out with good news on more core samples, as we heard from Diane Garrett and Boss Blintz and Pantheon in that interview. Absolutely, it could run up even before they start pulling gold out of the ground. But what they've done so far is not enough. We need a real press release with real news, and you'll see it pop faster than you can blink your eyes. When that happens, you'll know it.
And do you guys think?
I'm not talking moving from 60 cents to $1. I'm talking like dollars.
Dollars, yeah. So, do you guys? Sorry. Go ahead.
To answer your question, can it be rocket fuel for AMC? If you read through all the financials, the price at the end of every quarter of Hycroft through the fair value valuation or fair value method,
assessment.
I'm drawing a blank on the third word, but through the fair value, God damn it.
Assessment?
Anyways, I'll say assessment. Fair value assessment. Maybe someone in the in the chat can help me, but they look at the price of Hycroft, they look at the shares they own and the warrants, and they assign a value to it based on the price of Hycroft at the end of the quarter, and that translates directly into AMC's income statement in the investment income category. So if Hycroft's going down, it's going to be a negative for AMC, and it's been going down. So that's one more drag on our Q3. If Hycroft has good news, Phil, to answer your question, the good news, one day when they have good news and the stock flies up, it could put us in profitable category on AMC just from the Hycroft investment if Hycroft were to go up several dollars.
Right.
Because of the way of that flow, the flow of the Hycroft investment into our income statement, which translates into earnings per share. Yes, it could be rocket fuel at some point when a real announcement and a real stock move happens. And it's got to be a move that holds all the way through the end of the quarter. It's the price on the last day of the quarter.
And do you feel that now that the U.S. has a gold, the dollar is backed by gold now, do you feel like that will be an effect on Hycroft as well?
I don't think the dollar is backed by gold. A congressman proposed a bill, which he's proposed before with no support. Massalorian, you probably following this closer than me.
You won't get any support for that.
Yeah,
you won't get any support.
It's not the first time he's proposed it, Phil, and this is not going anywhere. The dollar is not backed by gold.
Ask Omar how that worked out. And
maybe I misread something, but
how that worked out for them.
Well, because people are tweeting and even asking me in the comments, what do you think about the fact that the dollar is now backed by gold? Guys, this was a bill proposed by the same guy who proposed it a couple of years ago, and it didn't go anywhere then. Most likely not going anywhere now. The implications of making a change like that in the middle of a capitalistic economy like ours are so complex it would make Jerome Powell head spin, and he'd probably end up in bed with Janet Yellen. Yeah. He wouldn't even know where he was.
Or the hangover, right? Or the hangover. Yeah, we probably don't even have enough gold reserves to cover the total GDP.
I saw someone say, why peg it to gold at this point? Why not peg it to a bottle of French Bordeaux? Like, why is gold even relevant at this point? I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I'm just saying it's not likely to happen.
Yeah.
But all that being said, Phil, all that being said, if Hycroft finds gold that they can pull out of the ground easy and a real press release comes out showing that, you will see Hycroft run up and you will see a positive impact to AMC. But all of that should be considered speculative investment right now.
All right. There it is.
I'm
appreciate
adding,
it. Thank you.
The cheaper it gets, the more I add, but I'm going to buy at 50 cents and I'm going to buy at 25 and then I'm done with it. And if it goes to 0, that's cool. If they do a reverse split and it drops again, that's cool. I'm not adding any more after those 2 price points. And it's a very small investment.
It's a smart choice.
I'm not,
because I was thinking of doing the same thing.
I have never, I've never told anyone to buy Hycroft. I don't recommend it unless you consider yourself a gambler. And I know there's some of them.
I already have
like
Hycroft, and I was thinking of buying some more. So I was looking at those price points, maybe 50, and then add some more. Then that's it for me. That's it for Hycroft.
Yeah, I'm sorry, OA, for dominating the chat, but there's people spreading lies out there that that I'm pumping Hycroft or I'm pushing Hycroft. Everything I just said in the last 5 minutes, I've said 100 times since March. But let me just be clear one last time, because I know they're watching and they probably never watched before, but this is the same message I've been preaching every day anyone asks me about Hycroft. Now I'll shut up and let the other gentlemen talk.
Oh, come on, guys. If everyone's here, everyone speaks, all right? So let's be respectful in the chat and, understand that, these are my brothers, okay? So that's why we here. But, I wanted Tony and Mass to be here just so, because I know sometimes, I may get information wrong. Just like, hey, it's not bad by gold. I get it wrong sometimes. I'm not afraid to admit that. Maybe other tubers may be because they don't want to lose those subscriptions. But me, hey, look, man, I'm just like you guys, man. I'm in this. I'm learning. Everybody's learning. I'm not afraid to say I'm learning. So, and I learn from. I like to learn from the best, man. And I feel like, you guys are great. I feel like Bigums is great. I feel like, and some people on Twitter like Peter Hahn, man, great guy, and Dave Lauer. Very smart people. I'm watching them, seeing what they're saying. Very incredible people. There was I know we don't like talking about hit pieces, and I tried not to talk about it because there's nothing they could say to make me sell. But I saw a tweet from a guy named John. He has a blue check next to his name. He's telling us he's short on AMC. Now, what are your thoughts on that? I forget his name. John something.
Is he the guy that's saying he's short on AMC because hedge funds are buying bonds to take control of the company?
He was saying that the CEO took your money. He has your money. I'm short. I made money, but I love you. It was weird. It was a weird ass tweet. So...
There's a guy named John with a blue check next to his name. I think his last name is Hensworth, which is
that's him.
He admittedly trolls apes with fake posts just to get a rise out of you.
There you go.
And how do I know that? Because I worked with Avi. Avi had this theory, which he got from John, about hedge funds were buying bonds to take control of AMC and short it. And I just, messaged Avi off to the side, and we talked for 2 days comparing due diligence. And I said, Avi, I really think John is trolling you, trolling us, trolling everybody. And here's my take on the bonds. There's not enough publicly traded bonds to take control of anything. You can't short a company with bonds anyways. And he spent a couple days looking into it till he realized, you know what, I agree with you, Tony. And I talked to John, and he admitted he's trolling us. So
Really?
Take that for what it's worth. And
Yeah,
then
he was
Avi,
like-
to his credit,
Yeah.
I like to salute people that, Avi posted on Twitter a retraction of his 5-piece due diligence, and he put a lot of work into the first DD, but it didn't add up to me, and so I didn't want to blast something out. I wanted to take it offline and chat with him, and I think he's a real respectful guy, not avid trader. His name is Avi.
Trying to think of who you're speaking of. I'm trying to put a name with the face.
His last name starts with a H.
Okay.
And of course, the usual suspects, CNBC wants to tweet out articles about us. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
why?
I saw that.
Why?
I saw that.
Why not talk about the stock Tony was talking about? Why not talk about that one?
Did you see the picture that they
The one
used
that's
too in the article? Hilarious.
Which one?
You guys see the picture? The picture that they used for the article? It's from COVID, obviously in the wintertime. There's 2 Canadian geese standing out front of the locked up movie theater with the signs on the window saying we're closed. It's like, guys, let's be a little more obvious with when this picture was taken. You think? I mean, there's no people.
Yesterday,
there's 2 geese in it.
Yesterday, when I went on CNBC at the end of the day to see what the end of the day headlines were on their website, it was 2 big pictures: S&P plummets, blah blah blah. AMC struggling. I'm like, of all the news going on right now, you think AMC gets the second spot on your website? This is so fucking
Ridiculous.
obvious to me.
I know.
I don't know how it is not obvious to the haters that this is being targeted, not because anybody's down on their investment. Many people bought in, long before the price ran up and are doing just fine. And you don't take something that's squeezed and then say it's down from the all-time high of 72. That was a fucking squeeze price. All right. No one's comparing it to that. We're comparing it to before the squeeze. So we're about at even.
Yeah. We're probably at a discount right now at this price.
Yeah.
Super discount.
So fucking ridiculous. So ridiculous. It pisses me off.
Yeah. Did you hear Gasparino in that little news thing from Fox Business there? He said he was talking about AMC and the fact that it was trading at $72 just a year ago. I'm like, all right, first of all, Charlie, it wasn't trading at $72. We hit an all-time high in pre-market, and then we got 20 million shares dumped on our head. So no one really even traded any shares at that price. So he was just making it. I mean, we're talking about, even at that point right there, we're talking about a $20 price difference from where normally the stock came down the next day or right before it ran up to that 72, that all-time high. So he's being disingenuous just in his, in the comments alone. The video that he's saying, he's talking about something that isn't necessarily true. There weren't millions and millions of shares traded at $72 a price, and retail definitely wasn't involved with any of that. We all bought and held through that $72. We didn't know those shares were coming from Mudrick. We weren't ready for that. So I just think he's being a little disingenuous, and they all are. And just the timing of it's all weird. I don't know. It just feels like a setup to me so bad.
Man, it's the FUD is getting heavy. I mean, they're doing overtime. While we're sleeping, they're not. Just let's all never forget that. I mean, have you looked at the derivatives? Holy quadrillions in the quadrillions, people. So.
And what did they say? They've taken it's 11 trillion we lost out of the market since January 1st of 2022. $11 trillion has been sucked out of the market.
We lost $5 trillion in the past.
I get it.
Month.
Is that true?
I in AMC or in the market? What are y'all talking about?
I'm talking about the market.
No, I bet
not
the overall
AMC.
stock market. Yeah.
Bigum's explained when phase 6 hit, I guess I'm going to say probably each week $1 trillion has gone out. Good night. Good night. Good night. You know what I'm saying? And the people that's complaining about CEO Adam, sorry, you got to be patient. Phase 6 is here. So every day, and I always explain this, every day that they're doing this, it's costing them. There's no, like, the ticking time bomb, it's like a little fire. It's like a little bit. You can't even stretch it out to let it go some more. It's like, bro, it's done, bro. It's about to just, you might as well just get out. Close your position.
I think there's a lot of conference calls going on between Washington, D.C. and Wall Street, and then they're tagging in their buddies at the central banks in Europe saying, yo, bro, we need to get this shit together because we're about to lose it all. I really do think, I mean, they're on the brink of a major meltdown if they can't figure out how to all work in lockstep. And UK, they went left with their tax plan and about torpedoed the whole thing. And you notice they started, we're going to reconsider that. Yeah, you got your fucking arm twisted.
Yeah. They switched up that narrative real quick, right?
The Rothschilds
just
sent
look at the
someone over to
numbers
knock
here.
on the door.
According to
Man, all I know is,
did you say the Rothschilds did?
I'm just playing off of the chat. They want us to talk about the Rothschilds.
And all I see, and this is just something that I've been doing, me personally. I don't know about everybody else. I'm sure you guys are. But I just been kind of just watching, like the movie The Watcher. Oh, the house is so beautiful. No, I've been watching it's the banks, just watching their every move. Just seeing what they're doing, seeing how what their mindset is and what they're doing to like make money. Knowing, phase 6 is in the room. And we already experienced, hey, black folk, come buy a house from us. Or I've noticed they're doing concerts. Like Citigroup is doing concerts and feed the kids fundraisers now. Oh, so now you're feeding the kids now. Oh, I wonder where all that money's going. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at everything, and banks that I'm talking top dog banks, JP Morgan, right? They stayed silent for a very long time. All of a sudden, I see promo ads. Hey, come buy our app. Come do this. Come do that. Trust me, it's hitting them. You know what I'm saying? You just have to know where to look. I saw, and then
and all the brokers. The broker's hitting you up, asking you, "Would you like to loan out your shares in your cash account?" Phil?
If Chad Clifford is still in here, Chad just told me they offered the same thing to him just now. I think it was Bank of America. No, was it?
They're getting desperate.
Chase. Yeah, they're getting desperate. They're getting super desperate. They're like, look, if you just like give us some money, like, bro, I'll do everything. It's like, what? What do you mean?
And meanwhile, if things crater, if you loan out those shares, there's no guarantee that you're going to get that money back if someone defaults, if you read all the fine print.
Exactly.
It's like
guarantees
the
on that, right?
craziest shit. Huh?
There's no guarantees on that, right?
Yeah, I know on the crypto, if you loan out your money, there's no guarantee you're getting it back. I think the stocks have some protection, but you should be very suspect when these people are pushing in a declining market that you in your cash account loan out your shares. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Look, if you're over leveraged, figure it out. Maybe don't do that next time. Don't try and get.
Thank you. A favor from a favor from a favor from a favor. Now look where we at. And it's crazy because it's like, they want to do the same thing to, underprivileged people who may not have the opportunity to do things like get a home or whatever, and this is why, like, I went on Twitter and I just kind of, I saw on Twitter, Bank of America is a commie or whatever it was. I was like, I don't know about commie, but they're definitely predatory lending racists. Because, man, why only sell to us? You feel what I'm saying? Why only sell to us? So it's like you're trying to just like put us in these I don't know, worthless CDOs or whatever you want to call them. Whatever wasn't fixed in 2008, you're still trying to put us in them. And it's like, I don't know, man. I just rather like not deal with stuff like that, you know. And I want to make my people aware of this because predatory lending is. I just feel like it's bad. You think you think you're getting a deal and you're not.
It is.
Sorry, I mean it's.
And they're desperate for liquidity, Phil.
Yeah,
they're
desperate for liquidity.
To buy these houses, and
they know we like to spend money,
need the
but
loans.
come on, let's be honest.
They need the loans, and nobody can afford them, and they're getting desperate. The writing is on the wall. If this
Writing's
lasts
on
a
the
year,
wall.
there are going to be some people. There's going to be some institutions that go under.
Yep.
I have zero doubt. If this lasts till the end of 2023, somebody's going down.
I mean,
everyone always asks me in the comments, is that going to make our?
I saw something about Credit Suisse being bailed out. Am I correct on that?
Getting bailed out, Credit Suisse?
I saw something like that, like an interest rate of 3.33%.
I haven't seen that. I don't know.
I think Bigham showed us that last night. I just wasn't too sure if it just came up in my head. I was like, wait a minute, where did I see that? And I was like, oh wait, I saw it on Bigham's. He basically showed that they got a bailout, Credit Suisse.
Yeah.
I saw that they were trying to sell some assets and fix their books. Credit Suisse, you know, they were the last Wild West of the international bankers. They're gonna if things, again, they could be one of the ones that go down, but all of the elite around the world use Credit Suisse, so there's going to be a lot of protection to try and save that bank. But they dug themselves a bit of a problem. So I don't know. Depends on how bad it gets. At some point, someone's going to have to take the fall. If liquidity runs out, someone's going to have to eat it so that the rest can survive.
Even I still think Credit Suisse
all the bad actors.
I mean, I still think Credit Suisse, at the end of the day, I think what's going to happen, I'm just purely speculation. They're going to get their bailouts, but somebody in there is going to have to, like, go to prison. Somebody. It's my opinion.
We can hope, Phil. We can hope.
So, according to the Times, UBS and Credit Suisse got 5.3 billion and 8.8 billion from a small group of major global investors, including the Qatari authorities, which is the government of Qatar. The government injection of funds into UBS could represent a 9% stake in the bank, whose 44 billion write-downs related to toxic assets have been Europe's worst.
It's like,
UBS,
hello, if you don't send us 40 billion, you're going to lose everything. How fast can you wire the money over?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally that bad over there at Credit Suisse right now.
Yeah, not good.
Wild West.
Huh.
The world is watching. The world is watching. You know? That's the way I look at this, man. Like, it's like, I don't have enough resources. Oh, well, you don't know the world is watching you right now? I mean, the world is watching you right now. I mean, you know, before the pandemic, nobody cared. Or, you know, even in 2008, only the ones that, you know, Michael Burry to Danny Moses, those people cared. You know, they stayed loyal. They stayed down. You know, they cared. But everybody else was being hypnotized by the media, you know. Oh, yeah, it's all right. Everything's good. Everything's fine. And even after the crash, everyone still tunes in. Oh, it's just, what are we going to do now, Channel 5? And it's like, at some point, you're going to have to turn that shit off. Start reading. Start understanding how to, you know, prepare and protect yourselves. Protect your family. Everybody. Because this is ugly, man. Ugly out here.
Phil, I want to know if you heard about your boy Kanye West getting that letter from J.P. Morgan and Massalorian. Have you thought about the implications of that in relation to the future of CBDC? And
Well,
also,
okay.
side topic before you answer. They knew Jeffrey Epstein was sus, but they didn't close his bank account.
Yeah, right.
So
What's up with that?
So Phil,
here's
Phil,
my
Kanye and JP.
One is alive, one isn't. So they don't care about the one that's dead. They care about the one that's alive. Why? Because this mother effer speaks too much. And knowing what we know about JP Morgan, when they go down, Ye goes down. And when Ye go down, he bringing them down too. Okay? He's going to talk.
What do you think about financial institutions making political statements, though? Is that their place?
I mean, of course it's not their place. I mean, the reason why they feel so comfortable is because they're always in it anyways. The dark money folks, you know? So they feel comfortable talking about political elements, you know?
Do you think if it would have been a different administration, they would have been called out on that?
No, because me and my neighbor had a conversation. We feel like one side does one thing and this other side does a whole different other thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they would have been called. I don't think if Trump was in there, I don't think none of that would have happened. But
you don't think that they would have kicked him out, or you think Trump would not have said anything?
I think, to be honest, I think Trump would have probably knew what's going on behind the scenes. And I don't know, man. I really think JP Morgan's just saving Kanye. It's my opinion. I think they're saving him. Hey, man, look, we're about to go under. Get your money the fuck out. Go. Trust me. It's not a race thing, bro. I love you, brother. I love all your music. Get out of here. Bow. We're going out. It's going under, bro. It's going under. That's what I believe. This is just me personally.
I never thought of that aspect of it.
Yes, I thought of that as soon as it happened. Like, wait a minute here. The most derivatives? Come on. Knowing everything that's happening, they're like, yeah, get out, bro. Come on, get out. Come on. Come on, man. And he even said he was like, he goes on Instagram and he tells all his business, Kanye, okay? He's like, yo, I took my money out of Wells Fargo. I went to JP Morgan and I told him, what's up, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that happened. And then knowing what we know about JP Morgan and every other is the bank, they're in desperation of making money right now. Except, I don't know, the ones who I would say have connections to some other family offices that we don't, know about. But I just truly believe, that JP Morgan was looking out for Kanye, honestly. Many people, unfortunately, some of our liberal friends, they assume immediately it's about racism. Stop it. This is about money, people. Okay? They saved Kanye. I know they did. Because, come on. What else can you do knowing that a billionaire celebrity who talks too much is banking with you and you're about to go down? Oh, come on. Let me speak to the manager. It's Kanye. It's Kanye. It's Kanye. And trust me, he's gonna speak his mind, and then next thing you know, everybody's talking shit.
I was thinking it was politically motivated, which made me really worried, contemplating 4 years from now when we have a CBDC, the government doing the same type of thing. Oh, I didn't like what you said. You can't bank with the central bank anymore. We're sorry. We're
in the middle of phase 6. You can say anything.
I'm talking about like in 4 years from now.
4 years,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
a central bank digital currency.
Yeah.
I do not think we're going to have CBDC anytime soon.
Yeah.
But when we do have it, it scares me to death that someone is going to wield it as a political sword or a social control.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Whatever your thoughts are, you know it's coming.
However many months or years we have, we need to get the word out for people to be vigilant about the amount of control that we're giving our government. Now, granted, you know, they can already come levy your bank account, or a bank can close your account, but imagine if everything is controlled by your government and your government doesn't like what you say. Hello, can you say Canada?
Yeah.
They don't like what you say or what you do or who you're receiving money from as a donation. Sorry, you're locked out. You guys, we need to start talking about this more.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna be honest, you know, this government has never been anybody's friend for as long as I've known anybody. Okay.
Any government.
There you go. That's what I was thinking. But you know, this one is particular.
Not like this.
You know.
I don't think you mean like the Biden government, right? You mean
right.
Our government that runs our lives in the United States.
Right.
That's what you mean, right?
They don't care, bro. They never cared about nobody. No matter who you are, what you are,
they
your
care
status.
About their own power.
I mean, come on. You know, it's levels to this, is what the young kids will say. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, I'm just gonna say it, if another 0106 happens, you know, amongst others who are tired of what's happening. You know, it's just, you know, they tell us, you know, do right, follow the rules. And then you see them not following the rules, not caring, breaking the rules, dancing around everything. And, you know, what do you do when you know you a gangster and you being robbed by a white-collar criminal? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with this. And you're going to see a lot of people that think the same way. You know, I don't like being, you know, getting my bag took. You know what I'm saying? You know,
someone in the chat said, "What about PayPal?" And this is another thing. Like we all struggle with censoring our own speech because we can be shut down by these companies run in Silicon Valley. All these media companies like YT, you know, the one we're streaming on right now. Mm-hmm. But PayPal, guess where they're headquartered? I'm pretty sure it's also in Silicon Valley, and they came out with that nonsense about they're going to fine you if you do something that they don't like. They're going to keep your money. And of course, they got embarrassed into walking it back. But I mean, it is really, really scaring me. And I'm glad I closed my PayPal account a year and a half ago. But I'm seeing people like even Charles Payne said on Twitter, he tried to close his account. And instead of writing them back and saying it's closed, they said, that was a mistake. We didn't mean to get that terms of service update out. Didn't even answer his request to close it.
That's crazy.
Everything that's going on right now, all of this control of whatever party, I'm not picking on a party, but allowing your government or corporations that lean one way to dictate your finances, you guys need to continue to rise up. And thank God everybody who did with PayPal.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The moment I seen that shit, I put puts on their ass. Made a little profit.
Put puts in their ass.
The moment I seen that shit, I was like, oh yeah, word? Yeah, everybody leaving this shit. Not financial advice, but
my man, yeah.
Boom.
They're gonna I would buy puts all the way through the end of the next quarter because it's gonna probably not be good news.
Yeah, I mean,
we lost 5 million subscribers.
They've already exposed themselves, right? So, okay. So you mean to tell me at any given moment, they're still going to do it anyways? They just don't like it on social media. They don't like it on Twitter. Oh, whoa, we're trending? Whoa, why are we trending? Oh, shit. Let's take it back. Nope, trending topic.
Yeah, and they're trying to say that didn't, that was an accident. I can guarantee you from having been in that world, that went all the way up at least to a VP approval on the wording.
Definitely.
This
Absolutely.
was a corporate decision. That was no fucking accident.
Right. That was no HR mistake or some.
It was fully written out, by the way. So it was a thought process behind it. So
even if it was an accident that they pushed it, they were contemplating it enough to fucking write it out.
Right. You were thinking it.
This is ridiculous.
Why it's important to keep the spotlight on it. We got to keep talking about it and bringing it up because this is the only way that we'll be able to put an end to this, or at least slow it down right now, is by continuing to talk about it. If we don't, then it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and overnight things are gonna change. Like
it's like the powers that be, they're inching their way into controlling what you do and how you do it and what you say and who you hang around. And, it's like corporations are trying to take over the world, as we all knew. They're trying to take over the world. They're trying to take over you and control your life. And if you don't do your part as a parent, you're a bad parent. You need some classes, but wait, clock in first. You corporations.
I saw Michelle's comment. Michelle said PayPal kept her money for 6 months. They did that to me. PayPal did too, Michelle. I've told that story a couple times on my channel. They kept my money for 6 months, even though I'd had it for years and never had one instance of a, credit card dispute or anything like that. They saw a transaction they didn't like. They said, we're closing your account and we're closing your Venmo. Did you know they own Venmo? But the joke was on them because, yes, they closed my Venmo also the same exact moment. And the joke was on them because I was smart enough to withdraw my money every day. Well, I don't care who you're using, Square, Venmo, PayPal, all of these electronic banking. Get yourself a credit union and do not leave your money in these institutions that are being run by political leaning companies. Do not trust any of them, or read the terms of service and realize what they can do to you, because they can keep your money for 6 months at the drop of a hat. I got no warnings, no second chances, and they kept my $2 that I had left in there because I took the money out every day, except for if it was 582, I'd take 580 out. They kept my $2 for 180 days, but fuck them. The joke was on them. And
imagine if that was 10 grand, right?
Exactly, and that's happened to people. As I Googled it, it happens to people all the time, and no one's talking about it.
Or like the people that's getting their bag took in Lebanon and all these other countries. Is the banks? I mean, that alone should tell everybody. Okay, yeah, and you'd be surprised how many people still debate me on this about which bank to use. Now, mind you, I say, hey, look, listen, you do what you want to do, but I'm noticing every last one of these banks that are members of this membership, not only are they under pressure, but they're stealing, man. You sure you want to do this? Because I'm not getting my bag took. I'm telling you, I'm not getting my bag took. I'm not John Q, okay? I'm Phil for real. And I ain't playing with you motherfuckers. Okay? Don't fuck around and take my bag. I'm the wrong guy to take it from. However, I'm a nice guy, but don't take my bag, But I try to warn everybody, and they're like, oh, come on, I'm FDIC insured. That doesn't matter at all. Sorry. If they want your money, they're going to get it. Lock it away. Do everything. They got all, like, come on. What was that? Wells Fargo, or was it Bank of America? One of those two created sham accounts. So that means it's like creating a synthetic account, if you will. Creating an account that has a secret button behind the scenes and they can turn off your shit. Kind of like that.
You know why they did that?
No, I don't know why, but why did they do that?
Fake accounts. It was because of the metrics that the management had pushed down to the branch and the people that were in the branch. They were being measured on how many accounts they opened. And when no customers are coming in the door, well, let's just use this guy's information and create a duplicate account. We'll get our bonus, we'll get our pay raise. The manager will get his bonus. They were scamming their own company, but using your personal info to create bogus accounts. It's not like any of us personally got scammed, but I mean, our information got scammed.
Right.
That is just bad corporate ethics. It's rotten from the core, all the way from the top down.
And now
that wasn't just one branch doing it.
And they wonder why people want to be
sick.
independent so much. Like, independently doing their own thing. Like, and I get it. Everybody should, kumbaya. But when it comes to my life, man, I'm sorry. You don't have access to it. I'm sorry. I don't want, like, ugh. And you can only, and like I said, some of these sham accounts, like Wells Fargo, let me tell you this. I'm just be honest. There's a Wells Fargo in every hood. And you wonder why. Shit like that. You wonder why. They running rampant. And everybody goes there, put their money in there, whole time they're getting scammed. So, trust me, this is an awakening. It's time to say the quiet part out loud. It's time to say that, because if you don't say it, who knows? Your investment could go down the shitter. Your money that you saved, worked 40 plus hours, 60, 90 hours, everything you worked hard for can go down the shitter, all because of a technical glitch, or, I didn't like the fact that this politician got money. I don't like the fact this happened. I don't want to live in that world. I'm sorry. I know I'm adjusting to it, but I don't want to live in that world. I'd rather speak out against it. So, I'm just going to speak loud. And
I see people in the chat say, why are we still talking about this? Why do you guys and bigums, why do y'all talk about it? Because people are lazy by nature and people don't take action. And you need to hear this message over and over till it hits home and you take action and you start telling people. And guess what? They're not going to take action either. You got to become an evangelist.
Because let's be honest. Really. The people that some of you guys
we're going
follow.
To use the platform. We're going to use the platform.
Got to, because the people we need to go and challenge this person. Well, did you cancel out every other solution first before you said, finally, this is it? Like, it's like working on a car. Okay, my car's tore up. Okay. Am I just immediately I have an 05 Mustang still in my garage. It's an old car. It's 17 years old. But I still love my baby. It's mine, right? Am I going to immediately go to the dealership that I got it from, or hey, my car doesn't work. You need to fix this. My car's been paid off. I should fix this. Maybe I should do the cancellations. Maybe I should do that instead of just, I'm just going to follow what that person said, and we're all just mad. Let's just do this. Yeah. No. Don't be the angry mob. That's a clueless mob. You know what I'm saying? What you want to be is like the ninja assassins. The ninja assassins, they were deadly, they were dangerous, and they fought from the shadows. Never forget that. It's a movie. It's a movie reference.
I'm going to take this one more jump. The power that you saw come to play on PayPal is why people are scared of Twitter becoming a zone of free speech. Yeah, I went there because they want you to be numb. They want you to, have your Bud Light and watch your Kardashians live on E or whatever fucking channel they're on. and they want you to be stupid and be quiet and content. But everybody needs to wake up.
They don't want they don't
The
want people's real mind and thoughts out there. Like, if I had a social media platform, speak your mind. Say everything you want, anything you want. Sure, why not? You know, it's free speech. You know, if you're making an account, right, and you're saying wild shit, hell, we know where you're at least, but you got the right to say what you want.
It's free speech.
Free speech, baby. You know what I'm saying? So
Theoretically, Phil.
yeah, and
Theoretically,
yeah, and I know, and I feel like Elon is gonna make it free speech. He's gonna make it. He's gonna cancel out so many bots. It's gonna be so embarrassing for a lot of people who had, I don't know, 20 million followers, and the whole time they just bot followers, bots, and you just like, how you get so many likes that quick? Damn. I've never heard of you. You have a blue check next to your
think
name.
we'll ever get to
How'd you get a blue check? We need to start blue, like, I'm glad Elon's getting this, because how'd you get a blue check? Like, this one chick, I'm gonna be honest, before my other Twitter page got deactivated or banned for life. How you banned me for life, bro? Oh, I'm gonna dance around that. Anyways, this one chick, right? She made, like, I don't know. She did like, she had one line in, I don't know, like a TV show. One line. She got a blue check. All these followers. And then me, right? I got placements. Real placements. Okay? Oh no, Twitter doesn't want to give me a blue check. Nah, I'm so sorry. We can't confirm who you are. What the fuck you mean? I'm on MTV's website, homeboy. I'm on there, and you ain't verifying who I am. You do I need to show you like videos
Hey,
me
Phil.
standing next to Ross? What?
Do you think I can use my IMDb to get a blue check on Twitter?
I think
should be able
so.
to
Yes. I think so. I think it's credible.
Even if it's under a different name.
Even if it's under a
name,
different.
Phil, is that
Hey,
okay?
listen. You could be, I don't know, Jack Johnson, aka Tony Denaro, with a blue check. Who gives a damn? We know who you are. That's at the end of the
What's
day.
a good stage name for a crisis actor? What's a good
Apparently Tony Denaro. Yeah.
Anthony Denaro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Paid crisis actor. If you need my receipts, just check some other Twitter channels.
You gotta say the middle name too, or else it isn't real. It isn't believable. You gotta say Anthony Tony Denaro.
If you saw my footage, oh no, I was gonna make a bad joke. That would have made Alex feel bad. Alex Jones. No. Is Elon Musk really paying?
He's in
Alex
enough. He's in
Jones
enough pain right now.
Okay. So I had one other comment about Twitter. I already forgot it, so maybe I'll come back to it in a minute. Phil was getting me going. Oh yeah. Did you see someone tweeted? Maybe it was Tara, maybe it was someone else, saying, "Why does Charles Gasparino have 80,000 followers, but he can only get 21 likes on every post?"
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Those were followers, supported by CNBC, or a lot of people follow him and they don't hit notifications, or he has bots attached to his name. Very simple.
I could use my Chippendales credentials. Yes, I had a stage name for Chippendales too.
Hold on, someone say
I'm going to check in with
That's the
that.
name we need.
I'm going to check into that. Thank you, DevStat. Good idea.
Do you remember this happened with PayPal, by the way, back over the summer when there's a guy on YouTube, his channel is For Canon's Sake, his Eric July, he made a comic book, and PayPal canceled him. He had raised almost $4 million off the first printing of the comic book. Do you guys remember that story?
I remember the story, but I didn't know he got canceled by PayPal.
Yeah.
For what? That sounds ridiculous.
And,
Well, I mean, when you start making a lot of money, they think that it's like you're running drugs or something. If you start getting a bunch of money coming in fast. I remember I was just watching
who he was though, T. They knew who he
okay,
was.
but you know Graham Stephan,
Yes,
the YouTuber. He started a coffee company. I just watched his update a couple days ago on his coffee company. He said we were making so much money on the first couple days that our account got shut down.
Wow.
They have automated flags. It's like not even a human interaction.
Twitter and Facebook, same way. No human interactions. SunTrust, I used to bank with them a while ago. Same way. No human interactions. It's like you let everything run by the computer, and you so sure the computer is going to automatically know the emotion behind the actions, all of that. And that's where computers are failing at. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm in Facebook jail. Okay? Right now. 30 days. And mind you, Facebook say, oh, it's our mistake. We're sorry. However, I'm still on day 2 in Facebook jail.
Fuck Facebook. Fuck.
No, that's why I said no, because some of my family are on there, so I do talk to them, and some of my OG apes are still on there, so I do have to communicate with them. Now, mind you, these OG apes, you never heard of them on YouTube, never heard of them on Twitter. They will never ever be on any of that. I talk to them to give them updates. However, I'm going to short Facebook too. I don't give a fuck. Out of spite. Sorry.
It's probably a good idea.
Everything. Like, idea. I remember last year, I was talking about Metaverse. Yeah, cancel that shit. Sold that shit and use that to short Facebook. Damn right. I don't give a fuck.
I was looking at a chart the other day. They said Instagram and Facebook, for the first time ever, they've not added new members, I think in either quarters or months, for the first time ever in the history of the company. First time ever. So they've actually caught up to, they went and did a comparison. They took how many people on the planet, how many people have Facebook, how many people are either too old or too young to not have social media. And they figured out there's only like 5% of the population left possibly for them to market to or something. It's a very 5%. Low number. So it's a very low number that has not been marketed to that can be right now at this point. So if you take all into consideration, they're pretty much like stagnant growth right now. They're not growing at all. They, for the first time ever, Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call them, are not growing. Instagram, same thing. They were showing the charts as far as how the growth has stagnated over the last, especially since COVID for some reason. It's TikTok has gone way up, Twitch has gone way up, and YouTube has gone way up. Facebook, complete opposite, way down. Way down.
Because they
only boomers use Facebook, Phil. Don't you know that?
I call myself I'm a boomer too. I'm so sorry.
I'm a boomer.
No, but
I'm a boomer too.
Yeah, y'all got. I mean, be honest, Brad. I feel like an old man all the time. I got these rods in my back. Ugh. But seriously, the reason, I mean, Facebook banned so many people. Nobody's using their fucking app for 30 days, for 60 days, for 90 days. Who the fuck is gonna go back to that?
You know what was the line for me on Facebook? All of the suggested. Like, oh, we thought you might want to know the current status of virus apps in your area, just like the in your face. I'm not on Facebook for that, bro. I want to see what my brother had for dinner and what my sister's, what their birthday pics look like with her kids. I'm not on there for social mentoring. So when they started all that nonsense and then everybody started fighting with each other on Facebook, I was like, screw this shit. Scarlett was like, how come you're not on Facebook? No, nobody's going to think we're married. I was like, come on. Anybody who I care about knows we're married. I don't need to be on Facebook.
There you go. There you go.
My relationship status says married.
You don't have to prove to strangers that I love you. Okay, we don't have to prove to strangers that I love you. Long as I prove it to the people I care about, that's who matters. Because they're gonna ask me, why you not acting right? Because go act right. That's who matters. Okay. But in another thing,
I said, Scarlett, why do you care? Scarlett, why do you care what anybody on Facebook thinks? Fuck them all.
the moment Elon gets Twitter, and there's free speech, everybody, and I'm telling you now, everybody's leaving Facebook. They're deactivating accounts. They're going to Twitter. Twitter, I'm going to tell you, Twitter, back in, I'm going to say 07, 08, used to be very, very lit, full of people. Before everybody started getting banned, free speech, jargon, hate, all that. Now, if there's Twitter and it's ran by Elon, good night. Everybody's going there. Yeah, I'm going to be there, definitely. Talking shit,
if they
having
could just
fun.
do something about that. If they could do something about the ads, that's like the most irritating thing. Maybe I just need to pay the $5 or $10 a month so I have no ads and I can edit.
I mean, I'm gonna be. I
so
hate
irritating.
the ads. I hate the ads. Facebook is filled with them. Ads after ads after ads, and it's like I don't even like. Come on, you bringing up stuff I don't even look at, and you got people it's crazy because I'm on Facebook and I'm like, okay, why am I seeing like shorts, like short videos of like motherfuckers dancing or hey, it's me, I'm the mom, and hey, it's me, I'm the daughter. Like, who the fuck gives a fuck? Yo, what is this? I did not want this on my timeline. You asked me, Facebook.
Phil, if I ever see a video of you jumping up in the air and changing outfits when you land, I'm gonna fucking unsub.
Look.
TikTok, motherfucker.
I tried TikTok once, and I haven't did it ever like once, and I haven't done it ever since. I'm not good at TikTok. I'm not good at it. Like, it's like, wait a minute, you guys are really, really, really good at making like edited videos, but you're not making like movies? Holy cow! What the hell? So you mean to tell me you could film yourself on camera doing something really cool, edit it really cool, add music, add sound effects for 30 seconds? I'm talking about this is some of the most super sleuth James Bond shit I've ever seen in editing. Okay, Tony, you know about this is editing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I know. I mean, there's a lot of them that are a lot of them, millions that are really, really good at it, right?
Oh my God, better than
I look at it and I'm like, I can't do TikTok. There's no way I can even compete with this shit.
I hear it's owned by China, so that's one of the reasons why I took it off my phone. So I just took it off my phone, just for those who want to know. So I don't want them knowing my information.
All right.
Sorry.
Phil, can we take some audience questions or
yes? Let's go ahead.
Let's go. Talk about.
Take audience questions. Yeah, that sounds good.
I texted my kid to ask him. I forget what he said. I asked him a month or two ago. Oh, he says he used Snapchat is what he uses the most. So for those of you who don't have college-age kids, Snapchat, you might want to look at their stock chart. I'm going to pull it up right now. Snapchat is what everybody's using in that age group.
Their Snap ticker, right? Snap?
Yeah, Snap. It's at 1058 from a high of $83. Holy fuck. All right, I need to do some digging into Snap. I don't invest in these companies typically because sometimes they're flash in the pans. But I need to look and see why they dropped from $83 to $10. Probably lost a bunch of users. I'm going to ask him what's next.
%.
Anybody in the chat have any questions that they would like to ask Tony, ask Massalorian, ask me, or ask us all at the same time? Any questions?
Crystal says, my kids use Snapchat ages 31, 30, 24, 21.
That's a wide range.
That is a
21
wide
and 31. I guess that's about the wheelhouse. I guess that's about the wheelhouse, right? We're talking about.
Yeah,
That 10-year span right there.
I don't think I really use Snapchat. I have TikTok on my phone. I don't really get on it much, but I see it sometimes. People post their TikToks to YouTube or Twitter. Is that a Stetson hat? Yes, it is, Maximus. But I need a new one. This one it's been rode hard and put up wet, if you know what I mean. That's a Texas phrase. It's got some years on it. It's bent all to hell. And a couple new black felt and white straw hats are on the agenda for the new hat list.
What did JP Morgan give for their reason for dropping Kanye's company?
They did not
Jamie
state
Dimon say?
what the reason was.
Because he plays for an audience of one.
I think it was because of the comments he made. And if there was blowback that he banked at JP Morgan.
Alrighty.
Who wins the YouTube MMA fight? Mass, Tony, or Phil? That is a good question. Phil, have you had any MMA training?
Well, not MMA, but I
Phil?
have.
For real?
I have fought my brother. Not physically fought,
hear you,
like
Phil.
Muted.
like not. And when I mean my brother,
You done muted yourself, bro. I have had some training, but it's been a long time, and I'm not in fighting shape right now, so I don't know. I don't know.
You did,
I would need some training
self-defense?
months.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I told
self-defense?
that story.
Can you
we
hear
do.
me now?
Yeah, I told that story a couple times.
Okay.
I did a summer at a combat art school.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Have you had any MMA training, Phil? Who would win if you, me, and Mass had a cage fight? Who would be last man standing?
Well, I can tell you now.
Phil's got rods in his. He's got rods in his back, so he's kind of slow moving, I think.
But however,
Yeah, but I've seen Phil work out though. I've seen Phil work out, do pull-ups. I've seen him do all kinds of things. I'm doing them right now. Watch him throw his back up. Be careful, bro. Don't go nuts.
hold on, guys.
Can't lose you now.
I've got an injured knee at the moment, so I'm out of training status.
Now, got a bad
See how
knee,
random that
got
was?
Bad back.
Yeah, I have a bad back, man. But
Your weight's right behind you.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, we can now.
My brother, I fought. Okay. My brother is an E8 Master Sergeant, so he could kill me. But he, I fought him before. He knocked me down. It was fun, but yeah. After 5 minutes, I'm done, bro. That's it. I got a good 5 minutes of fighting me, bro.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. 5 minutes, I'm done. After 5 minutes,
that,
I'm out.
Old man status.
That is the big problem in a good fight, right? If you're not training for stamina, everybody's done in about 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
When they used to go tell me to go, we'd train for an hour and they'd say, all right, go hit the bag for 10 minutes. And after like 2 minutes, you can't feel your arms or your legs.
Oh, I know.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah, those MMA guys train, man. They train hardcore. Yeah. I give them much respect. Much respect.
Are you guys in the
All
mood
right,
for some tunes?
I see somebody with a Razorback symbol. Thoughts on GameStop special date Monday? What is going on Monday with GameStop?
I'm always down for tunes, Phil. I don't know. Let me look it up. GameStop Monday.
Let me see what
Harry
I got.
Parrott, I use Amazon, yeah. Harry's asking, do we use Amazon? I resisted using Amazon Harry Parrot for a long time, but eventually I capitulated, probably like most of America.
Stop Saga is coming to the big screen. There's just this article about Seth Rogen being in the Dumb Money movie.
Sony
Is this
Pictures.
about GameStop,
Sony Pictures
this movie?
bought the movie, by the way. You guys knew that?
Prometheus
Wow.
says Scarlet would win out of all three of you. I don't know.
Hello,
Probably.
Pam.
Maybe.
What's going on?
What's up, Pam?
Scarlet has age. Scarlet has age on all of us, but I don't think a yoga poser can beat a testosterone fueled punch.
Nope. It's got a lot of back to it. The film will be put in scathing portrait of how loosely affiliated group of hobbyist investors managed to crush one of the biggest hedge funds on Wall Street for a short while at least. Interesting. Sony Pictures bought it.
Yep. Sony Pictures bought the rights, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're like, I don't know what they're doing, or why they bought the rights to it, or what this may mean for them. Maybe they know that this situation is gonna be, I don't know, devastating. Because maybe, remember, everybody's doing some due diligence nowadays, or at least the ones that's quiet, paying attention.
Someone said, "What's our thoughts on real estate?" I'm going to let you two gentlemen answer, but for those that
What's
are
that question?
looking for
Where
a
is
play
it?
on interstate, I'm going to throw out a ticker symbol for you to check into. It is a leveraged ETF, so you need to understand what you're buying. This is not a financial recommendation, but it's something that I want you to look into. The ticker symbol is D Delta Romeo Victor, DRV.
You said DRV?
DRV, it's a reverse real estate leveraged ETF. So
Gotcha.
keep in mind, leveraged ETFs reset daily. You need to understand what you're buying. They're not meant to be long-term holds, but it's one thing that you might look into. I'm bearish right now on real estate, considering that I think rates are going to continue to go up and customers are going to continue to go down. So just something to look into, not a recommendation. Something we talk
goodness.
about often on our Discord. And I want you to look back years at the price action on that ticker.
Well, Tony, I see the.
How many years we talking? How far back?
Yeah, let me pull it up here on the monthly. So in 2010, after the 2008 crash, Massalorian, it was at, I'm just going to give you a number in reality, $200,000. The high was 300,000, but I mean, it's at $74 right now.
I see it. I'm looking at the chart right now. Yeah. 314,500.
Again, don't just buy these and think you can hold them forever. You need to understand the product. Leveraged ETFs are usually meant for day trading, but it's something to become educated on. Well, that's all I'm going to say.
This price fluctuation swings. Volatility, huh? It's very volatile, huh? Just looking back at it over the last 6 months. But it's
one we're
it's
keeping
on
our eye on. It's one.
You said you. Yeah.
I was going to say it's one. I mean, we've been looking at it since it was in the 20s, and it had a recent high of 84.94.
Yeah, it's a 52-week high, right?
You could have
84.94?
you could have 4x your money since the day we started talking about it in the Discord. At least 3x. And if you think real estate and rates, if you think real estate is bearish and rates are going up, just something to consider. Just saying. Why aren't you making videos about this stuff, Tony? Because leveraged ETFs are not for beginners. I don't like making financial recommendations. I heard someone say one time, I never learned anything on Tony Denaro's channel because I'm not trying to hand out financial advice. I don't want to be hauled. I don't want to have to fly up to New York on a Friday and testify in front of the a committee in a small room.
And for that, Tony, we appreciate you.
Stock twits.
Huh?
Yes.
I say for that, Tony, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you for that.
I'll talk about what I'm doing, and I'll talk about general market stuff, but I'm not going to give you guys, this is a buy signal. Join my Discord, and we'll tell you what to jump in right now. That's a good way to end up in jail with the $1 million fine. I ain't about that. They don't pay me enough. Ken Griffin does not pay me enough for that.
You're hitting every point I try to make on some of my videos, you know, like I try to be as honest as possible, you know, like some of these cats that's out here, you know, doing certain things. And I wonder, I'm like, I don't want to be the bad guy here, but do you guys have a license? You know?
There's a lot of people on the precipice of getting in serious
trouble. I'm talking serious trouble, and they don't even care. And I'm just like, man, if the right person was to say, hey, let me go and do this and do that, and let's see how this goes. And it's next thing you know, the ATF's kicking in your door, motherfucker. I don't know.
Not the ATF,
well, you know what I'm saying.
Not the ATF, the DOJ or the
DOJ. That's what I mean.
You're either going to get a letter from the SEC or the DOJ is going to be at the door with 8 men and vests.
Exactly. Don't forget, the truth says, what happened to Phil? Well, nothing happened to me. Not yet. You know why? Well, I have a pink Starburst.
Not yet.
Not yet, because I'm about to eat a pink Starburst. And you know what happens when you eat a pink Starburst? Amazing. Gloriness. Go ahead. Continue. So delicious. I like to troll the trolls because it's like the trolls like to fuck with me. I like to fuck with them right back. I'm crazy like that.
Andrew, all right. Andrew's got a good question.
So,
when does the silent period end for AMC? Let's touch on that because I talked about this on Ape Radio the other day. There's a lot of debate going on right now. Are we in a quiet period because of a IPO on Ape? I don't know.
I'm trying to see what Andrew said.
Was Ape a IPO? Was Ape a secondary offering? Are the rules the same? I don't know, guys. I'm not a stock attorney that can give you a confirmed analysis of all of the SEC regulations in the last 90 years on the Investment Act, plus all the rule follow-ups. And there's a shit ton of them. I've looked at it. I've tried to look at it where I could tell you definitively we're in a quiet period. I would caution anybody who's putting out tweets from Investopedia just to back off because you don't know necessarily. You might not be a subject matter expert. But what I will say is I'm pretty sure, Massalorian or Phil, fact check me on this. I'm pretty sure we're in a quarterly earnings quiet period.
Yep.
4 weeks prior to earnings up until the actual earnings meeting, there is a quiet period. So whatever you think about the Ape IPO quiet period is kind of irrelevant because we're still in a quarterly earnings quiet period. So I do not expect, and I will not ask Adam Aaron for anything, not because I'm from Hollywood and I'm paid to protect Adam Aaron, just because I don't think he can say anything. I don't think he can say anything. He can talk about normal business stuff, and you'll find out the rest at the quarterly meeting.
And like I said, many
whether
people...
they've sold it...
Sorry.
Many people what?
They keep like just looking to him to just scream and shout because other CEOs have screamed and shouted. But Look how long it took Mr. Burns, smitherings. But look how long it took Mr. Burns, almost 10 years to get his shit to squeeze. Come on, bruh. And that's because he was screaming and shouting.
We'll hear something. We'll hear something from Adam Aaron and AMC early in November.
He's speaking to us.
Whether or not it's what we want to hear.
Yeah. That's why I'm
he
like.
Stuck it to us?
He's speaking to us. He's tweeting to us.
Oh, he's speaking to us.
Yeah.
I thought
everybody's like, he's not saying anything. Get the hell out of here. Go do your due diligence. And be patient.
You're gonna hear something.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Whether or not it's
the man
what you
talking
want
big
to hear,
shit.
I don't know.
He talking big shit. You're gonna eat crow. Hell yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I kind of agree with these people. Feel like maybe he got over the skis with the checkmate and eating crow. I don't disagree with the people that are angry. I get their emotions. I get their anger. But I also don't know for a fact that he can say something like they are asserting. So I'm kind of like in the camp of we know he's going to have to say something in a few weeks. I'm patient. And I've been in the fucking stock market for a few hundred years. I can wait a couple more weeks. Not because I'm trying to protect Adam Aaron, just because I know he's in an earnings quiet period, and we're going to find out everything in a couple weeks. Maybe we'll be happy. Maybe we'll be angry. I don't know. I'll let you know on that day. I'll be one of the two. And if I'm angry, I'll fucking tell you I'm angry and why.
At least,
I have no idea what he's gonna say.
Because see, here's my thing. At least, like I said, some of us, if you're gonna be angry, it's not because of emotion and lack of knowledge. Your anger comes from you done your research. You know what's supposed to be done.
My anger is gonna come from dilution at $2, Phil.
There you go.
He better have a damn good explanation if he's doing it. I think he is doing it, but there better be a good damn explanation for it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he will. But hey, if he doesn't, fuck it. Hey, it is what it is. I know our money's in it. I know everybody's a
Phil, you're just shilling for Adam Aaron. Just whatever,
I love to hear that shit.
Are you still with us, buddy? Massalorians, let's fall
Yeah,
asleep
I'm looking
over
at this. I'm looking at the EMA and RSI on DRV. I'm trying to figure out, is this going to 90 or 100, or are we about to see a big dip? Because looking at this, the percentages that we're up right now. I say we. I'm not in this play, but that it's up right now. Well, this looks like it's about time to maybe start buying some puts. I don't know. I mean,
Mass, you're thinking like me again. Because I was thinking the same
well,
thing,
I'm just
bro.
saying. I don't know. I'm looking at. I'm like, seems like there's a ton of calls for 90 and 100 for this month. I don't know. Up 92% in the past month. To me, that's seen better days at this point. I don't know if I try and jump in now, right? I mean, we missed the whole run up on it.
That was a whole due diligence.
Come the other way.
What if the Fed fund rate
goes
to 5%? What if the Fed funds rate goes to 5% or higher, though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just basing it off just looking at how it looks like it's following. Actually, somebody even said this. It's following the 10-year Treasury to a T. It's just I don't know if that's correct. There's a comment. Yeah, 92%. I don't know.
All right, just the Fed funds rate current is 3.25. So you could have about a 60% potential increase in that. Do your own due diligence, not financial advice.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, the Fed looks at economic data and makes a decision, and I have no idea every month what they're going to do. But right now, it's not looking good. So this is why, everyone's like, why aren't you live streaming? because it's too fucking hard to call on a day-to-day basis. And I'm kind of like, I can just chill. Like I got my stocks that I'm targeting. It's kind of boring in a bear market when you're just waiting for things to fall enough to your buy point. Someone asked me, another guy asked me, why aren't you live streaming your day trades? I'm not doing that much day trading. It's too fucking dicey, and I don't have any pressure I don't have any pressure to feel the need to day trade. Like, I don't need the money. If I feel confident to day trade in a play, I'll do it. And if I do, I'll be on live with you. But I kind of scale back and go into survival mode. I'm not trying to lose thousands of dollars a month on risky trades in an uncertain market. So I don't know what the Fed's going to do. I don't know what the market's going to do. Who would have thought today would be a green day after that CPI data? Certainly not me.
No.
Since I can't predict it, I just slow down and, conserve capital, send extra cash to my account, and buy shit that's on sale. In 5 years, I'm going to be beautiful.
I love to hear
Not
that.
in my face, but in my portfolio.
I love to
in
hear
my
that.
portfolio.
Yeah, I think that's great. It's a great mindset to have, Man, I'm just loving the fact that everyone here is at least getting into investing something. You got that one person that just, they just blow money every day and they don't have a pot to piss in. They're always needing something. And it's like, listen, all you got to do is stay focused. Stay focused. Stop blowing.
Patience.
Patience pays off, man. Let me tell you. It does.
Patience is really hard for people after the economy we've come off of for the last couple of years. If you just got started then, you feel like you should be making $1,000 every day.
Like, let me tell you,
that is not so easy.
Yeah. Every time I watch The Big Short, I really wish I was in 2006. I'd be like, damn, I wish I could just go back and just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
make some moves.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was there. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't like aware, if that makes sense. I wasn't in the market. But yeah, I wasn't gonna let this one slide past. And that's what they're not realizing. Well, I mean, they're realizing it because they keep making articles about us. They won't stop dropping articles about the shares we owed, and it's like, we're into other stuff too, right? Oh no, but specifically this one.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful dog. I don't care what anybody says. That dog is beautiful.
He thinks he weighs 20 pounds. He hits like a ton of bricks, Phil.
Right. I have a dog, Kiki. If I bring her in here, she's the same way. Literally weighs almost, 80 pounds and just jumps on me, just wants to sniff and just lick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Just crazy. She's a good dog though. She runs like a horse. So
I'm waiting for him to eat the rabbits, but so far he hadn't done it. Oh, Scarlett just walked in the other room. She heard me say that.
Hi, Charlotte.
Scarlett, not
I'm
Charlotte.
sorry, Scarlett. My bad. I said it's the Starburst, bro. It's the Starburst, bro.
Charlotte.
Blame it on the Starburst, bro. I'm over here
God, you
chewing
all
on it,
tipsy.
man. All right, I'm gonna switch to Skittles. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Halloween candy for everybody. I brought some Halloween candy for everyone because this is like one of my favorite holidays that I like to get into.
Hey Phil, I feel like you're the type of person to fix up your house really cool for Halloween.
Yep, I am. Lights, camera, all of that.
We did that last year. We put a fog machine and we had, we both had scary costumes and Scarlett was inside. We had this really scary music playing on surround sound in the entryway and lights and strobe lights and a fog machine in the entryway. And then I was hiding in the bushes outside the front door.
Ooh.
There will be kids that will never come back to my house, let me tell you.
It's Is there petrified?
Tony, listen.
Yeah, listen.
Mass, listen.
Some people call it mean. Some people call it growing cojones.
Yeah, I mean, I call it growing. I call it something else, but I don't want to be censored by whatever YouTube. But
I feel like your house is like that, but maybe not so mean because your kids are younger. Like my kid's college age. He's like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh well, you'd be surprised because this is OG horror Phil. I have all sorts of things floating around here, like. I got a lot of crazy, bloody, gory. I mean, I just seen Terrifier 2. Have any of you seen this movie at AMC, by the way? You seen it? What are your thoughts? Because my friend, David Howard Thornton, and my friend, Damien Leone, these have been I made them apes, by the way. I made them apes. This is like when I first got in. I made them apes, and boom, I started making YouTube videos. What are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on this movie? I want to hear your thoughts, Tony, because I want to let them know. Soon as I get off, I'm gonna write them and let them know. Like, hey, Tony Denaro saw your shit, bro. So,
here's what I gotta say, Phil. If you want to see a scary movie, go see Smile.
I've heard about Smile.
If you want to see a gory movie, go see Terrifier 2 because it's off of the scale. Like, if the scale went to 10, Terrifier 2 is a 13.
Yes.
If you're eating at the movie theater,
yep.
Get your snacks in early.
Early, yep.
You don't want to be eating all the way through that movie.
Yep. And
unless you've lived through a war zone and you're desensitized to that shit.
And you have to actually watch the first Terrifier to understand why it's so gory. If you ever seen the first one?
It is. Yes.
Nasty, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They broke some new ground, Phil. They broke some new ground on Terrifier 1.
Yeah. Loving that shit. It was crazy, right? And
Scarlett was like, "Why would they do that?"
Oh man. And then this second one, I mean, man, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I probably would have been in this movie had I not had COVID not came in and affected everybody. I probably would have been in the Terrifier film. I was already making my own film, and then boom, COVID hit, and I lost everybody. I lost my actors, lost cinematographers, I lost a lot of shit.
As far as the story and the plot line went, it kind of lost me.
Yeah, I understand.
But don't go there. Look, guys, don't go watch Terrifier 2 for a coherent plot line.
It's really meant for us gore fans.
Be kind of lost.
Yeah,
it's just for the gore. If you like a good gory horror movie, this is gonna set a new standard.
Yep.
There's an article we're talking about how it's making people cry, shake, and throw up in theaters.
Yep.
Many Americans are not prepared to see this.
No. Because in this film,
wow.
Let me just say this. Some of the military folk, they've seen some things that the average American will never, ever see. And I'm saying that with certainty because my brother was in the military. And he showed me, I'll just say what it is. Let's just say a Russian soldier caught someone and decided to, take a little bit off the top. Let's just say that. To see that, now mind you, I was younger when I saw it. I'm pretty sure no person will want to see that. Let's just say, I don't like to mention certain names, but, I don't want to be disrespectful. But certain reporters who had the treatment done to them over there, I've seen it. Terrifier kind of has those elements. It is so incredibly awesome because Damien Leone, he does what's called practical effects. A lot of the movies nowadays, they do a lot of CGI, horror movie, boogeyman, it's all computer generated. This is practical effects. He has animatronics. He has everything going for this movie. Like literally practical effects.
I remember decades ago, Phil, when I was doing MMA training or combat arts training, where they taught us how to break people's arms and break their noses and their
Yeah.
necks and stuff like
Oh yeah,
that.
like
It used to make me queasy. It used to make me queasy to be in the training, but now I can watch a movie like Terrifier 2 and it doesn't even affect me. And I feel like that's probably sad for me
yeah.
that I'm so desensitized to that.
I mean, to be honest, I was in there laughing. So people was looking at me like, this guy is crazy. Why is he laughing? Because first, for starters, you're
like, oh
yeah, I'm like cheering him on. I'm like, first of all, I'm the only guy in the AMC movie theater. No, it was like 3 other people. Everybody else was like, yeah, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is great. This is the 80s. Remember, 80s horror. Okay? Not the 2000s boogeyman horror. 80s horror. Okay? Old school Michael Myers, old school Jason, old school Freddy, the whole 9. So this is like, it was like an event for us. That's why you're hearing a lot about this movie, is because a lot of us loved the first one from 2016, and then, you know, we were waiting on this film for like 2 years now. So now it's out and it's at AMC. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, count me in. Bought 2 tickets. I sure did.
Yeah, they got 850 theaters on that movie. That's awesome. Good for them.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
And surprisingly, the Rotten Tomatoes rating was like 90% last time I checked, which I have no idea how that's possible. But
I can
at any rate,
I can see why. I can see why you say, okay, some of the elements wasn't all that. Well, here's why. Number one, the movie was too long. That's unheard of. Some of the scenes in there, I'm gonna be honest, this is my friend, okay? Some of the scenes were too long. Like, it was literally like too long. But it could have been shorter and just been super effective.
It's over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's literally over 2 hours. But in, you know, the death scenes in there is something out of, like, Hollywood is gonna be jealous of Damien Leone. So I already asked him, I said, hey man, they've been hitting you up? He's like, yeah, some of them have been kind of calling me, you know, kind of fill me out. So he's new to Hollywood, but this is all independent. You know what I'm saying? So I've been talking about this film for a long time, man. I'm super excited for them, happy for them, like everything, man. Like, love this, man.
I hope he makes some money on it. Can we answer one stock question for
Let's
Chris
go
real quick? Chris has a question on the dilution of Ape, the 425 million. He was asking in the comments, is it true that Adam Aaron or AMC can sell it at whatever price they want? Let me find. Sorry, got to get my mouse on the right monitor. Where's my mouse? I can't find it. Oh, here it is. All right, sorry. Chris says, if I'm correct, isn't it a direct offering at a price that Adam Aaron or AMC dictates? So the way that the wording is, Chris, AMC tells Citigroup every day what price they're willing to sell it at. But the reality of what that means, I see all the Twitters. I know where you're going with the question. And I know I would love to think that Adam Aaron's selling AMC at private auction in a back room for $10 a share. Ape, right? I get it. The reality is I don't think that's happening. Every day, AMC wakes up and looks at what the volume is and what the price action is at the market, and they'll tell Citigroup, look, sell 1 million shares today, and we need at least $1.87. And if that price doesn't hit, then nothing gets sold. And if that price hits, then they'll sell whatever they can at that price. Now, they can also do backroom deals, but they're probably going to be at the market price or slightly better, slightly cheaper for buying in bulk. People can disagree with me. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We're all going to know the answer, Chris, in a couple weeks, because if you check my Twitter, I showed you in the 10Q from 2021 exactly how they report it. They will tell you how many shares they sold and how much money they earned. and you'll be able to compute the average price per share. So I'm just telling you my opinion. Nobody knows for sure, but I don't think the reality is that there have people buying it at higher than the market price. Massalorian or Phil, you can jump in with your own opinion. This is opinion only, guys.
Yeah, I don't know, Tony.
Based on watching this 1,000 times. Based on watching it 1,000 times, that other story that's being told makes no sense.
Yep. Agreed.
I'll just keep my comment to myself. Continue.
Phil, would you like to just play devil's advocate just for fun? Tell us the other story, Phil. Just give us your best case. Why
they're
someone
selling it
needs
for
to pay
20? They're selling for 20.
Yeah.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you. Sorry, it went out.
Tell us in a back room why someone's paying $20 a share for 400 million shares.
Well, seems to me that why someone would do that. Well, there's many reasons why they would do this. One, I don't know why they would do this. Be honest, I don't know. However,
Phil, the answer is because there's no shares available to buy. Come on, do I need to?
No. I know. That's why I said I don't know why they would. I don't know because there's
no one's selling, Phil.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. Why? I don't know because no one's selling. I don't know why they would. There's no thought process behind these guys. They got into this
44 million FTDs, Phil.
They got in this position. They put themselves here. They're here for a reason. You know? Maybe this is a wake-up call that they need. Maybe an intervention. Maybe the stock game isn't for them. You know? Maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. But I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm super tired, and I have to go. I do apologize.
I hope that the wildest conspiracy theories all come true, but I exist, and my channel is centered around a world of reality, and that makes me, the most hated AMC YouTuber in the universe.
Tony, you're not hated,
and
you're just misunderstood.
Frankly,
man.
it drives some people to become, it drives some people to become psychotic stalkers. But we deal with facts in my world, and the facts are the facts. So if I'm wrong, I will issue an apology at the quarterly meeting when we see the actual numbers of what they sold. If they sold zero,
I hope you're wrong.
Or that I hope I'm wrong too. Trust me, brother. If they sold zero or they sold them at a well premium above the market price, you're gonna see I'm gonna bake a humble pie the day before, just in case. I will eat it
smash
in front
it
of
over my own head.
Camera. I'll
smash it over my head.
Smash it anywhere you want. But the reality is, I think I'm at low risk.
Guys, I think I'm going to try to wake myself up, and usually how I do that is with music. So if you guys don't mind, I'd like to play something.
I thought it was going to be Pink.
The Pink Starburst didn't work.
Play some beats.
The Pink Starburst didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. But I just want to do something and play a song, like a little snippet.
Take us out with some music.
And fundamental music, right? Let's talk fundamentals, because I need everyone in the chat right now to go and get yourself a mega bag, buy some tickets, have fun, huh? Let's go.
And a fanny pack.
Come on. Oh, did you hear? My fanny pack got canceled.
We have a very tiny short of AMC. I dare all the meme stock maniacs to try to hurt us on that.
They're going to come after you. They don't like hedge funds.
Let them come. It's 12 basis points. They're crazy people, and I will not notice them, but they can have their fun.
Go and make the haters mad. Yep. 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 Go and make the haters mad. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag. Yum, yum. Go and get it, make a bag.
That's my commercial for AMC.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
Go and get a mega
like
bag.
fire,
Yep,
Phil.
I
yep.
like that.
Yeah, I just just a little something. Like I said, a little inspiration. For the people out there. Yeah, just go and get a
Is that
mega
the
bag.
latest song you've been working on? Is that the
Well,
latest
that's a
song you've been working
snippet. I mean, I got plenty of songs that we talk about AMC in particular. I mean, I got plenty of them, bro. Check this out. Hold up.
You got to get one of these movies.
I'm going to the store. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Just be safe, okay? I promise. Okay, be safe. Come on, Fido. Let's go.
There was a boy full of dreams. It sounds so good, but it's not what it seems. As he's walking his dog down the street, a semi-truck knocked him off of his feet. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy.
You can't end the live
Dogs
stream
in town are looking around. They're betting that Billy won't make a sound. There is a way to save the day. APE is the way. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Save Billy, 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 Billy. Yeah, let's go.
What you guys think?
Holy
I'm
crap.
envisioning like filming a video edit to your music, like a real old school MTV music video.
Yeah, I did like this. I did like a stick figure
Yeah.
video. If you've seen it, yeah. So I did like a little stick figure thing, but yeah, I would love that. That would be dope. Pam says, "Save Pam too."
You have to be able to get one of these songs.
Huh?
What'd she say?
What'd you say?
What'd she say? What'd she say?
She said, "Save Pam too."
I was saying you should get one of these songs in the movie.
Listen. That's why I said, listen. Listen. This movie, this game stopped. That's fine. Make your film, but the movie ain't over yet until the shorts cover. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm playing this in the movie, whatever this is.
Yeah, Coors Light. You know what it is. Haha.
Moon Gang.
I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack? Yeah. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack.
Baby.
Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack?
Yeah.
Do the
LT,
dance,
Greg,
Phil.
get into the money. Yeah. I got adjustable straps.
What'd you say?
Right size, a small pocket on the inside. Yeah, I know you like that.
That's right.
You can go to a festival. Yeah. Or even vacation. Or be like me. Just keep your hands free. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack? I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack? I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. $30.99. Yeah, you can look so fine. Yeah, you can look so mean. Yeah, in your new mom jeans. Yeah, water resistant. Yeah, got top zippers. Yeah, with two sliders. It's customizable. Yeah,
Wow.
I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack? Yep. I just want a Mac Coors fanny pack.
I do.
Don't you want a Mac Coors fanny pack?
Yeah.
Don't you want to sell your shares?
Yep.
Don't you want to subscribe?
I do.
Yeah. Don't you want to spin it?
on me right now? Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. I just want a Mac course fanny pack, fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac course fanny pack, fanny pack? I just want a Mac course fanny pack, fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac course fanny pack? I do. I just want a Mac course fanny pack, fanny pack. Don't you want a Mac course fanny pack? Yep. I just want a Mac course fanny pack. I do. I just want a Mac course fanny pack. Yeah. LT grade. Course light, yeah. You know what it is. Yeah. Guys, don't forget to click and subscribe. Better. Guys, just
All right. I'm done having fun now. I think I woke up now. I'm sorry, y'all. Had to get that out of my system.
You just need some music to dance.
That was savage, Phil.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was super savage. Oh, look at the chat. The chat loves it. Hell yeah, let's go.
You want to subscribe?
Kid Rich says, Phil, cover your shorts. But yeah, guys, how you guys feeling? You feeling good? Feeling great? Feeling motivated?
I'm feeling great right now.
I'm going to share
I feel
something.
much better now that I heard that.
I'm a little bit upset because I had a meeting early this morning and I missed the opportunity to buy ape at $1.50. I'm kind of pissed. That's the bad news of my day. The good news of the day is everything was green. My AMC, my ape, my GameStop, many other positions. But I'm a little upset that I was in my car driving to a meeting at Market Open.
Well, I heard there were some people, I don't know if it was here in the States or anywhere else, they tried to buy through Fidelity and couldn't buy ape through Fidelity. Had to wait 4 days. You heard about that?
For an order
to
get
have cash.
filled?
You got to have cash. You have to have cash in your account.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because I'm like, if you don't have cash, I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. And it's, why are we always talking about the new apes? What about OG apes? I get the new apes, but jeez, come on. Oh, I would love to like DJ on our cruise. Oh, that'd be dope if we all just like get together, go on a cruise, and like play some music, celebrate with the apes and stuff. You know,
Need a cruise.
That'd be dope. Or like have a concert. Yeah, I would definitely like. Cruise. I got some DJ experiences. I got a lot of experience. I've been around a lot of shit.
Hey, Phil, you do the DJ. Scarlett and I will teach dance lessons, and Massalorian can teach everybody a Boston accent.
Yeah. And then, Mass, I'm going to need you on the mic with me, man.
For you. I could DJ. I just can't. I can. Oh, but nah, what's it called? Being on the mic.
I'm not coming out until Mass says cue the speeder. I'm not coming out until he says cue the speeder.
Hey,
nope.
Massalorian, since I haven't talked to you, I haven't talked to you in like a week. Are you coming to Nashville or not? Or do we need to talk offline?
So I just haven't. No. We can talk about it whenever. It's just I haven't made a decision yet about travel arrangements. That's what I'm trying to still figure out what I'm gonna do.
All right.
As far as getting down there. So I'll talk to you about it though. Yeah, I know it's been a couple days.
All right.
We'll catch up for sure.
Thank you, Phil, for hosting this. Yes. Sorry, guys. Restream was having some issues, so we couldn't like simulcast this on multiple channels. It was there was a message from Restream that they're having streaming issues. So maybe by tomorrow it'll be fixed. But I'm glad Phil figured out a way to make it work. Send this link to all the haters. Philly. There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff in the beginning of this stream. Go back and watch it. And thank you guys for joining in late or hanging out with us for all this time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget. Yep. Go and get a mega bag.
Get a fanny pack.
Yeah, that is something I said to Phil earlier. Like, you guys could actually do more for the company buying 2 mega bags than buying 2 shares of stock. Seriously.
Thank you, sir.
Straight to the bottom of the line. Straight to the bottom line popcorn, I call it. What is buying shares, yes, that is future wealth if the company becomes profitable. I get it. But buying popcorn, buying that massively overpriced popcorn is straight to the bottom line profit. So, go see a movie if there's an AMC in your area. Why all these Twitter haters? Why aren't they posting going to movies? They want to hate on everybody, but they don't post going to a fucking movie.
And that's the crazy part. Everybody wants attention.
I fucking go to movies all the time, and I spend my money at AMC. How much of a shill am I?
Bro, I dead ass went viral taking pictures with my mega bag on Twitter.
I know.
Exactly.
You almost got me on the mega bag train. I'm about to start doing some mega bag
I'm about to drive with my mega bag and wash clothes with my mega bag. I'm about to do a bunch of shit. I don't care. I don't care about being called a cult member. Stop letting some guy from New York that walk in creepy places talk about, oh, you're a cult member, you're a cult. I don't care what your name call me. I'm buying popcorn. I'm buying tickets. I'm buying soda. I'm buying everything. I'm buying tickets. And I'm enjoying myself away from my house because I'm not, I don't have to worry about the ouchie fauci and all that. Nope. I'm outside.
Can I just float one idea to you guys before everybody leaves for the night?
Yes.
All the banners and the vans and the signs and the stickers that people have donated all this money to over the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just float one idea to you. Imagine if the tens of thousands of dollars that had been spent on that, what have they got us? Jack shit. Just imagine a world where you gather donations for your city and go buy buckets, mega bags, whatever, at your local AMC where they capture that revenue themselves, and then you invite the media where you hand it out at a place to feed the poor or the homeless. You do something good and you invite the media wearing an AMC t-shirt, go see a movie sign. Imagine the difference that could make to some people's lives just to give them a treat, get a little publicity of doing some good, and help your company. I just want to float that out for people to start thinking about, talking about. What do y'all think? Is that worth talking about, or is flying more banners and paying for trucks going to do us more good?
I think what you just said is awesome, because while everyone pays attention to AMC and it has brought people to the movie theaters to spite certain individuals, I think a bigger focus should be on getting more people to come to the movies. Everybody's outside now. Some people are still home, but remember, there's a lot of people outside still. I think that's a great idea, honestly. That's one of the reasons why I did the post I did on Twitter. I want to show how human AMC is. I want to show how fun AMC is, or at least what you could spend money on and how you could utilize it. I try to just show that so people could understand. Listen, don't be afraid of being called names. And if I buy a game from GameStop, am I a cult member? Because I'm a gamer and it's clear and obvious. I'm a gamer. So that doesn't make me a cult member. That makes me a gamer. I love games. But people get caught up in these people that make videos and they, oh yeah, you're a cult, and repeating the same thing that Charles Gasparino says. And look at them now. The stocks that they're pushing, -5% on a day. Oh yeah, anybody that owns Ape, they're stupid. They're idiots. Well, we're way over you by 15% right now. So I don't care. So I'm gonna hold until shorts cover. So that's how I feel right now. And then at the same time, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I'm gonna be questionable of the CEO. That is what everyone needs to know. Be questionable. hey, be questionable. Hey, man, what's going on? But that doesn't mean go on a fucking campaign on the guy. He went on a whole campaign trying to help everybody else. He's like, look, I see this shit too. I mean, I see something, but I don't want to say too much. He sees something, but I like what Pam does a lot, and I like what you guys do. You guys going to the movies. You're showing that you're going to the movies. You're not afraid. You're not afraid. That's why I love you guys. You're not afraid. I only like hang around people that's not afraid. If you're afraid, we don't click. It's simple. It's simple because I live in a world of fearlessness. Where I came from, bro, no games. So something as simple as going to the movies that could help benefit my life and my kids' life and my future and everyone else too. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Call me names. Call me cult member. Call me this. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to go buy more popcorn. I'm going to help the fundamentals. And guess what? If it still doesn't moon or anything like that, I'm still going to buy popcorn. Why? Because I love movies. I'm a filmmaker.
And no matter what happens with the stock, we're still going to go to the movies. So
I'm still going to GameStop.
Fuck the haters.
For real. I'm still going to go because I love the movies. I was going anyways before this whole thing. So it didn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, you're cult members, name calling, all that. Yeah, please just get rid of the stock. No. Nope.
You could say that about a number of companies.
Right.
You could say that about people who love Tesla. You could say they're all cult members.
Exactly.
That stock's way overpriced, right?
Way overpriced, right.
You could say that about anyone. You could
Right.
say that, pick your stock.
Yep. Just pick the stock and just run with whatever you like. It's as simple as that. But, like I said, you got to know how to dance around that FUD too, Know how to take it. Oh, you're saying stuff negative? Oh, what else is new? Did you cover the shorts? No? What you talking about then? Playing
off what you said, Phil, I support everybody's right to have their own opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to insult or stalk anybody because they disagree with me. I will post my own feelings on my own social media.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to call you names or stalk you because you don't agree with me. We all have the same end goal, and we all should be rowing in the same direction. We can disagree on the finer points along the way. That's fine. But like Adam Aaron, hate Adam Aaron, that has never been a decision for me of whether or not I like you, love you, or hate you. We all love AMC, and we all love the movie industry. And we see the future of this company. Is it in dire straits right now? Absolutely. Indisputable. But we're thinking years ahead, not next quarter.
Yep.
By the way,
kind of knew this was going to get to the lowest of the low before it gets to the highest of the high. Come on.
It's getting pretty low right now. It's getting kind of like psycho low now.
Yeah. And it's, hey, we already knew what they were going to do. They're going to fight tooth and nail. They're gonna do everything. We've been saying this forever, and now when they finally do everything, everybody wants to throw hands and I'm so scared. Don't be scared, people. You got us. Okay. I'm not letting go of my OG shares. I'm not letting. My OG shares are not being let go at all. They can't even get to me. They can't buy me out. I'm sorry, you can't buy me out. I've already heard about some tubers being bought out, and I'm not talking about heard through the grapevine. I'm talking about I've seen. Whoa. So, hey, it is what it is, man. But before I go, guys, do you guys have any last thing to say before I play this one last song for the people out there?
I got one last thing to say before Massalorian.
Good.
DRS, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm neutral. I don't have a position on DRS, so if anyone who's saying I am against DRS or I'm attacking anybody for DRS, they're a fucking liar. Do what you want. I don't care. I have no position
right now.
DRS.
If GameStop is DRS'd, what are they at?
That's all I have to say on DRS. All I have to say is do whatever the fuck you want. I've never supported or not supported anybody because of DRS, and anyone saying otherwise is lying to your face.
RSGRS. Now, all right.
Phil, did you make a song about that?
I did. I said I don't want to DRS my shares. I don't. Not
That's
my
your
shares.
opinion, Bill. Phil, that's your opinion, and I support your right to have your own opinion.
But hear me out though.
Other people think it's other people think it's the way, and I support their right to have their opinion. You do what you want. It's cool by me. I'm not going to tell you either way because I don't care.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just, hey, everybody has their own different opinions. We got to respect that. And that's why we are the apes, baby.
We are the apes.
You know what I mean? So,
Massalorian.
Look, as far as DRSing, I'm just looking at the number right now. We're still at 30%. As far as GameStop, we got a ways to go. I can't make any call one way or the other based off this size of a sample and this small of a thing that we're looking at. We're looking at just one particular stock over the last 14, 15 months, however long. It's hard to make a call either way on that. But my thing with DRS is I just don't want to be caught out on the lurch and not able to get to something that I might want to get to in an emergency. That's my only thing. But if you want to go ahead and do it, I say go for it. No one's going to stop you here.
Exactly.
yeah, my only thing with DRS is why are individuals pressing others? Like, why are you pressing other to do it? You know, like if they want to DRS their shares, let them. Right? Like I'm like if you want to like. This wasn't an issue until other people bring it up. And like I'm in this Facebook group. They keep bringing it up. You guys got to DRS. You just got to. You better DRS your shares, or else you're just stupid. You're this. You're that. Hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of us just like Matt said. You know, I'm just a little skeptical when it comes to, like, let's say, a particular short squeeze. Let's say a short squeeze in particular. Now, let's just say if I'm like, I don't know, another ticker. Let's just say another ticker that has nothing to do with short squeezes, anything like that. But I want to just hold on to that shit and it's mine forever. I love this company, whatever. Boom, there it is. It's stashed away. Nobody touches it. It's mine. However. But
look, Phil,
I
know you're a doubter. I know you're a doubter, Phil, but I'm sure if you look at the history of companies that squeezed because of DRS, you'll be convinced.
Interesting. I did see that this DRS situation, now correct me if I'm wrong, even though your name is on it, right? It goes through DTCC or something of that nature. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, registered with DTCC. Yeah. Yes. Every share.
So is it 100% mine or is it some of theirs? That's all I'm trying to understand. Is it some of mine or is it some of theirs? Is it all the way mine? Is it all the way theirs? Whose is it? I know my name is on it. Maybe you know what? I'm willing to learn, Tony. I'm willing to learn.
You should ask you should ask those questions to the DRS experts because I am neutral. I have not looked into it enough to answer any of that.
Well,
I mean, the thesis is that they will not be able.
What was that?
I was just saying the thesis that everyone has on this DRS is that there won't be any shares to lend out, right? Once it's 100% registered. And again, we're still at 30%. So maybe if we start seeing certain things coincide, let's look at the next earnings report comes out and see shares adjust. Maybe we can make a better assessment when that happens, right? Because they are updated every time. Don't they stop every quarter? They update how many shares are DRS. Let's see what the next number is.
Once GameStop hits 100%, once GameStop hits 100%, we'll pretty much know if it's going to work or not. I mean, they literally won't be able to short it once GameStop's at 100%, right?
So I'm going to read just something that I've seen.
And
if they can't short it at Massalorian, that guarantees a short squeeze.
Different kinds of ways they can short it without needing to have the shares, as we've seen clearly.
Now I'm getting confused. I'm just getting confused. I'm getting confused.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this directly off of the.
I don't have the appropriate answers. So
this is not financial advice to anybody, but I'm gonna read what I've seen directly from this document from regarding DRS. It says, in conjunction with certain fast agents and with respect to most securities held through DTC offers direct registration, DRS, which allows investors to hold a security directly on the books of the transfer agent of the issuer, which is also the fast agent for DTC as the registered owner, rather than indirectly through securities intermediary that holds the security in a street name or in an account with a depository such as DTC in the form of a security certificate. So it says
so that means that computer share it's held in your name instead of in street name at a broker. That makes sense.
So even if it's in my name, okay, just for anybody that's out there, even if it's in my name, even though it goes through the books of the transfer agent of the issuer, it's still mine. Am I correct on that?
It's in your name, not in your broker's name and street name, so they can't loan it out for shorting.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that that I'm aware, that I can say, hey, I'm 100% sure about this situation. Because it says, like I said, it says directly on the books of the transfer agent of the issuer, which is also the fast agent, right? So I'm just trying to figure out why all of this through DTC rather than just give me my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand that element. Who's the agent? It's
I don't know.
Fast agent for DTC.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah,
I don't worry about that too much. So, I mean, I know Charlie makes a big deal about the DTCC. Look, if it's in your name, a broker doesn't have it in street name and they can't loan it out. That is pretty much, I think, a given. But I think it really comes down to, what is your end goal? Like, do you want a short squeeze, or do you want the shorts not to be able to affect your stock? Because if you 100% lock up the float with DRS, no one can short it, theoretically, right? Let's just take it to the exaggeration. If no one can short it, you will control the price, but there will be no short squeeze.
Right. They can open
because
new short.
No one can short.
It would be a lot harder for them to open new short positions.
It'd be virtually impossible. I mean, they
could,
right? If they can create synthetics.
Possible, right.
But I'm kind of in the camp, like, I'd like them.
When you just asked that, that's what I was thinking to myself.
I'd like them to load the boat with shorts. Load the boat, baby. I want 100% short interest. But, I'm counterculture. A lot of people hate me because I have weird opinions.
So what you're saying?
Short interest.
I'm roaring kitty. I'm like old school. I want 120% short interest.
There you go.
If Roaring Kitty gets on board with DRS, fuck it, I'm on board.
Yeah, that'd be.
Is he on board now?
I haven't heard him say one way or the other. I've never even heard him talk about it, honestly. To be honest.
The unspoken question is, Phil, did he ever talk about it?
I don't know.
I always go back to like what caused the GameStop squeeze. That's the original DD.
Yeah.
A lot of retail buying pressure, of fucking Ortex verified high short interest. Ortex is self-reported. You can't trust it. The data was trusted when it was numbers you liked. The Ortex data showed high short interest. The options chain got loaded up. Don't buy options. You had a catalyst. You had Ryan Cohen coming on board. You had high retail interest. You had a loaded options chain, and you had a high short interest. All of those things combined will cause the next short squeeze in any stock. And when those things line up, we're going to see magic. And I'm patient and cold-blooded enough to wait for things to line up. I understand that some people are only invested in one play. I'm sorry. Don't do that again.
Yeah, of course.
But we'll keep on walking you through how to develop a risk balanced portfolio and not invest everything in one play. That is what will make you emotional, psycho, crazy, stalker, hate on everybody. Don't do that, guys. Have a risk balance, a balanced portfolio of good companies with some speculative plays. You'll be fine.
And
you'll be fine.
That's amazing advice. Not financial advice for anyone out there, but that's amazing life advice. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I like to learn, man. Like I don't close doors. I like to learn. I like to understand, because I'm just trying to understand this situation so I could say, okay, let me look at this, let me look at that, let me look at this, let me look at that. Maybe I might make a remix. I fucked around in DRS my shares. I don't know what I might do. Okay, you never know. It's Phil here, man. Come on, I'm unpredictable, man. Come on. But seriously, I just want to know, well, I'm not going to ask for that. I just want to make sure that, we're all on going the same direction. If we do,
we all know it.
Say what now?
We all know we invested in a risky stock, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Anybody who's playing these retail plays, you got to know these are speculative plays.
Yep.
The fundamentals on all of them are absolute shit. I've never seen one push on a YouTube channel that had good fundamentals. Not a single one. So if you know that it's risky and you bet your life savings on it, you take the ownership of that. Don't blame any fucking YouTuber. You made the choice.
Yep.
You need to accept the responsibility you took, and don't do that again. Or don't do it to the extent that you did it. If you did it, okay. Now you got to be patient or make a decision to sell and spread it out in something that will get you back whole in 5 years. Legitimate companies with real profits, real earnings. That's your choice, guys. No one's telling you what to buy, sell, or hold. You make the decisions. All we do is talk about what we are doing. We're not giving out financial advice, but you should not be listening to people that are telling you ignore financial statements, ignore reverse split agreements, ignore dilution. If you're listening to people that are telling you that,
who say all that shit.
Yeah, ignore warrants. Warrants are great. No, if you're listening to people that are telling you that, I'm telling you right now, you're going to lose your money. You might win on one, but if you keep on doing that, you're going to lose your money. So get smart. Pay attention to good YouTubers that want to talk about non-clickbait, factual market basics. And you'll get there, but this is not the market to get there. If you want to take a risk and get there, it's there every day. But it's like going up to the roulette table and betting black every hand. If you keep on parlaying your bet, you're going to lose it all. It's inevitable. So spread it out.
I like the way that sounds.
Spread the love. Spread the love.
Well, it is 1:34 a.m. on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I just want to play one more song for the people in the chat, and then I'm gonna close this thing down. If that's okay with you guys,
Fine with me, bro.
I want to thank both of you and everybody here in this chat for being here, educating everyone. Okay, not financial advice, but thank you for everything that was mentioned. And Tony is not a crisis actor. Hello. You know, yeah, man, I'm super excited for everyone. Even like, man, you guys just don't know how, like, this whole 2 years have been phenomenal for me. At least I've met some great people from the comfort of my home. Amazing, and you guys are awesome, man. You'd be surprised how many people don't want to hear this information. They just don't want to hear it. And here we are talking amongst each other like family. You know, even though there may be agreements or disagreements, at the end of the day, we have to listen to each other. That's the way I look at things. You know, that's the way we can still be family. Gotta listen. Okay, fine. You like this? You like that? Great. We're still family at the end of the day. Because tomorrow we still gotta be family. Damn it, because we're all we got. Because damn it, they're fighting us. They're fighting us crazy.
Yep. We only have each other because Wall Street is not going to help us. So
and SEC and
you learn
who
how
else?
to get along, or you're going to lose.
But yeah, man, this is the last song. Last thing before I go. This is the last time. Last thing before I play this song. Because after that, I'm out of here.
Take us home, Phil.
Let's go.
Take us home.
I'm taking you home.
Kick it.
Let's go.
Hey, this is Tom reporting live from the CNBC. I meant CNBC. We're here for one of the conspiracy theories. I met retail investor. What's your name, sir?
Common sense investor back with a video.
Okay, cool. And can you tell me?
What is important to you?
Hang tight, let me sip my fucking beer, bitch. Hang tight, let me sip my fucking beer, bitch.
That's right.
Hang tight,
Turn
let
it
me sip
up.
my fucking beer, bitch.
Let's go.
Hey,
Who is it?
hey,
Who is it? Here we go.
Hey, cover your shorts. Cover your shorts.
Yeah.
Cover your shorts.
Yeah.
Cover your shorts. I don't let go till you let go. 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 Yeah. Cover your shorts. Yeah. Cover your shorts. Yeah. Cover your shorts. Yeah. Cover your shorts. I don't let go till you let go. 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 Common sense investor back with another one. For these hedgies sweeter than a honey bun. FTDs, look, there goes another one. SEC acting like they ain't got none. I don't know what they gon' do here, bo. Getting you to sell is the only thing they hope. It seems like everybody's selling fake hope, and I just wanna get my bag in go. Now make it make sense. Now you see why the crew call me common sense. If it don't make dogs, then it don't make sense. If it ain't natural, then it don't make you piss. Block burning like Richard Petty in the 85 Chevy with the bass hitting heavy. The damn mouth goes keep it heavy off the levee splash. Shout out to Louisiana. Ha ha ha. Cover your shorts. Cover your shorts. Cover your shorts. Cover your shorts. I don't let go till you let go. I don't let go till you let go.
Has that one
I don't let
dropped
go
yet?
till you let go. I don't let go till you let go.
Next banger on the list, ticker symbol AMC. Don't play with me, I'm the real KG. And you can't see me cause I'm APE. Bet you didn't know I can flow like this. When I'm OS, I'ma light my wrists. And my hands so cold, I'ma need other mitts. Just to eat a bowl of the finest grits and shit. Don't invest in shit you don't believe in. If that shit dip, you gon' be eating shit with no seasoning. Don't be trying to come back crying to me. Talk about you ain't got money. I'm not having that. I'm not having that shit.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's me, Thomas James. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's me, Thomas James. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's me, Thomas James. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's me, Thomas James. Thomas James. Thomas James. Everybody know me. Thomas James. James. Thomas James. Everybody know me. Thomas James.
Hey boy, shut the fuck up. We're trying to get the motherfuckers cover shorts, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you were a man of my word. Let's go.
Monday, battle cry.
All right, y'all. I like I said, I like to make everyone laugh, man. I'm so sorry. With my music, I like to make everybody laugh, but I'm so sorry.
It's good stuff, man. That's
Oh,
good
man.
Love
Good
it.
stuff.
I
Keep
love
this
it.
light.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all soon. Everyone, good night. See y'all. Y'all have a good one, Mass. Tony, thank you. I love you.
Night, guys.
Hey, Phil,
Yo.
can I get permission to repost this on my channel?
You've been had permission. You had permission yesterday. You, Mass, all y'all. It doesn't matter to
Thank
me.
you, bro.
Did the shorts
Thanks for
cover?
hosting.
No. What are we talking
no.
about? Huh?
Fuck no. We're gonna be so fucking rich.
Night,
All
guys.
right,
Peace out.
y'all.
Thank you guys. Love